got these.
Scared. Do, 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 do. Everybody liked that. It was good. That was the best opening. Print it. Cut it.
Is anybody else hearing crickets?
Cricket, 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 cricket.
No cricket.
Yes,
They all love
cricket.
me.
Cricket.
Nah.
Cricket noises. Anyway,
No,
hi
but-
guys, welcome to stream. We are once again working on the Dungeons and Dragons video. See, it's cute when I do it.
I would like to point out that there are already people shouting to Cube J. I've seen at least 3 already.
He's like, put him in the cube. Why is he free?
Because no, you don't understand. I get special allotments at the end of every
No, you
stream.
don't.
That's my time served.
Absolutely
That's
not.
it. Time served.
You're not special.
I am. I'm very special. First of all.
But yes, we are working on the Dungeons and Dragons video today, and while I don't think I will actually be able to manage this, I have how many boards do I have that I can work on tonight? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 boards, rough sketched, that I would love to have fully sketched by the end of the week. I don't know if I'm gonna have them done by the end of this stream, gang, but we'll see. And my friends are gonna be here to keep me company.
Encouragement.
Woo! Friends, would you like to introduce yourselves in case this is some people's first time seeing
No.
you? Okay.
Yeah, I will begin. I don't know how many times I can keep doing that bit before it gets old, but I will keep trying it nonetheless. Hi, everybody. I'm Zoe B. I am a video essayist. I make video essays about, education and art and media and stuff. You can find me at Zoe B. If you just search Zoe B, that'll be me. Hi, I make stuff. That's it.
You should work that rhyming thing into your official intro. It's like, if you search
Yeah,
Zoe B, that'll be
Wow.
me.
Wow. Is that? That's almost like Zoe. Are you a poet? Is that?
Are you? It's not like she ends all of her videos with a poem or anything.
That's
Anything
true,
like
and if
that.
you join my Patreon, you can get a poem potentially written for you as well. Look at me plugging all my things. I'm a professional.
Wow.
Wow! 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 Wow!
Okay, can I be done, please?
No. Talk about yourself for the rest of stream.
No, please.
Why do you think I
Someone
have
save
you
me.
here?
Someone save me, please.
I need famous influencer Zoe B on my streams all the time so that I can get more viewers. That's why you're here.
She says it
Okay.
out loud.
I'm joking. /J/J. No, don't take me seriously.
Oh, this is interesting. Chat seems to think that Zoe's about to drop a rap album.
Zoe, drop some
What?
bars.
No, please.
Yeah.
I would die. I cannot. There's a reason that I am a poet and I script all of my videos because I cannot speak without having the words in front of me.
I'm Zoe B and I can't rap. If I try to rap, it sounds like crap.
It sounds like bad.
Bad. And this is the end. Drops the mic, walks
And you
away.
strike a little pose.
You dab real quick.
Yep.
There's
Yep.
a nice zero crispness dab.
Yep.
It's like the sloppiest dab you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, don't like that.
Okay,
Everyone
this
likes a sloppy dab. Let's
No.
Ah,
Rose, introduce yourself.
yeah.
Please.
After that, we're saving Zoe. I am Rose Cold, and I do the art for what's left of us. And
left of us, and I'm gonna drop a link in the chat for right now.
right now,
Right now.
and I do most, but not all, of the artwork for Jay's channel, and that's it.
Wow.
Wow.
Corn.
I've been a prisoner for many years, and if I'm having this option to say, I think we should end the carceral system of acorns specifically. I think
Whatever,
it's been
get
too
cubed,
long.
idiot.
I think,
It's what the people want.
No, I don't even have my voice changer ready to go.
Haha, eat shit.
No.
It's fine. I let you out. I let you out.
Oh.
Be
Freedom.
normal.
Hi, I'm Vector, and I
Kick
am
the
just a
political
little
pressure.
guy.
Let me tell you, we are thousands strong. Thousands, I say.
There's dozens of us. Dozens.
I don't know. Your ideas seem a bit nutty to me. Also a bit
I don't know.
corny.
I was gonna say corny, yeah.
Can't they be both?
Not saying corn. Hi everybody, I'm Jcorn. I run this YouTube page by the same name. You can, even with the same icon, all you need to do is search the Jcorn on YouTube and you will find me. And that's also where you will find our show, What's Left of Us. It is a D&D actual play show that has been running for 2 years. I think we're on our third now. So
We're on year
yes, it has been
3.
running for a little over 2 years.
2 years and 3 months.
Yes, and we
Not that
run
we're
every
counting.
month on the last
counting.
Friday of every month, everybody. Last Friday of every month, which means that because we are operating so slowly, 1, you have plenty of time to catch up, and 2, you have plenty of time to catch up before this week's episode.
I'm so excited. I'm so
Revelations
excited.
will be had, people.
I'm bouncing.
I'm so
I'm bouncing.
scared. I'm scared.
So many big scary things are coming up. So
Don't say
many
that.
things are trundling forward. Oh, it's
Listen, my character
amazing.
finally saved her sister last session, and if you
Did
ruin
you?
it, I'll kill you.
Did you know?
I just realized a critical flaw that my VTuber has. I can't do, like, eye twitch.
You can't. No, that's not true. We discovered you could. You
Explain.
Remember, you have that thing where your blink is like stabilized or something right now, and you can turn that off.
Oh,
And
I
you-
mean,
you're
yeah,
able
but then it
to-
looks like I'm having a seizure.
Well, it's a small price to pay to eye twitch at me, I think.
I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna do it. I'm trying to focus on my drawing right now, not messing with my VTuber settings. Stop trying to
That-
distract me.
That means that she's too cool for us.
Yeah. I just have you guys here for clout.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I have Zoe here for clout. I don't know what the rest of you do.
Yeah, I'm a
We all-
nobody. What are you thinking?
We all know that Jay's only famous because I made him that way.
Wow. Wow.
I'm here writing the coattails of giants.
Kingmaker Starfish Face.
Yeah, here's my secret. I'm fucking insufferable. My secret is that I yell all the goddamn time. That's the
Oh.
secret. Also, Vale's a furry now, by the way.
That's a really cute take on Vale.
Thank you. I mean, I showed you furry Vale. I showed you last time, not on stream. It was like after stream, but here I can bring that open because we have not shown the chat. Vale furry. Vale transforms briefly into a gnoll during an interrogation scene. And so I had to figure out how to draw gnolls. And my answer is they look a little bit too canine, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, Vale is a furry now.
I mean, gnolls are great, and gnolls are a little bit candid, just a little bit. So,
I mean, they're hyenas, mostly.
I mean, yeah, but like hyenas are very dog-like.
Yeah. But like the faces are kind of structured a little differently, but I was just like,
Yeah.
I can't do this and also have it be cute. I don't know. I'm very weak.
You said
I'm like-
canid.
Yeah.
I thought you said candid.
No, I
Like,
said
yeah,
there was
gnolls
no
are just
D
like
in
super
there.
honest. They're just
They
like
just say shit. I mean, Beyonce
Yeah.
does. That's true for her,
Yeah.
at the very least.
I only know so
Beyonce
far,
is very
I know
candid.
one Noel. Yeah, she's very candid.
She'll just say shit. But yeah, I am gonna need you guys for our Thursday game forever from now on to keep in mind that all the shit you guys do, Star has to eventually draw it. So just, don't do anything too crazy. Don't do anything too hard to draw.
Oh man, every boss battle coming up is gonna be so insane for you to draw. You should have told me that. I have way too much power now.
No.
Star, I've been
No.
trying to figure out how to render sand effects and
Oh, yeah?
flying through the air, and it's hard.
Yeah, I have to figure that out and animate it. Because of you guys.
Well, at least in
Making me-
animation, you can hide a frame behind another frame.
Making me learn how to draw fucking knolls and shit. What the hell?
Knolls.
Oh, so I have a fun fact for you guys, my friends.
Oh.
Yes.
So I've been talking with Jay and also Rose about doing recap videos for What's Left of Us, our Dungeons and Dragons TV show that you can watch right now on youtube.com/@thejcorn.
I've also been there for those conversations.
Yeah. Oh, were you? I wasn't sure if you were there for
Yeah,
that.
I was.
Oh. Well. Then Zoe was also there. So I want to do some video recaps so that folks can catch up easier and not have to watch, 2 years worth of episodes if they want to just get caught up. And say, for example, if there's a session coming up this coming Friday, you can catch up really quickly and not have to watch the entire backlog to get caught up. Well, I started rewatching the show today. I went back to episode 1 and I was watching through it, and guys, we were so cute when we didn't know how to talk to each other.
How dare you?
It was just you could tell we had talked once before we filmed session 1, I think, and it's very cute how kind of reserved we're all being. And it's just we're making jokes, but we're all just being very kind of very polite, not talking over each other too much.
It was a
We're just-
professional relationship as opposed
exactly.
to actual friends who actually enjoy being around each other.
Because we did definitely get there at some point, but it took a little bit because we didn't really know each other before playing that first session.
You're talking like you were cute in the past tense. I think you're all still adorable, so what the
but
heck?
I mean, it's a different subgenre, right? Because it's these are people who are clearly just vet, and they have good chemistry, but they don't really know each other that well. And then if you jump to the fucking sessions we've been doing, where it's obvious we've gotten to know each other better, it's just oh my god, these guys like each other, they're friends, and it's very cute to see the differences. We weren't super comfortable with each other yet, and it's very cute to watch. I remember one instance very specifically. It was I think it was that second session we did, when we first got on the train. Because Emery and Rathgarther's relationship has evolved so fucking much. Emery hated Rathgarther at first. It was very funny. But I remember that second session we did, this was we barely knew each other, and we had kind of been riffing off of each other in the session. And I remember during our break, Mildred was like, hey, am I going too far with this bit? Should I stop? And I'm like, no, it's hilarious, keep going. And from then on, it's just been chaos, and I love it. Vale's a furry now, by the way.
Vale's a furry.
No,
I mean,
no,
I would
Vale.
like to know the time it took on screen for us to go from this is a nice professional new relationship we all have here, it's wonderful, to hey Jay, fuck you, actually. The thing you just did, that thing you did, what the fuck?
I don't remember the episode it was in, but I remember the first time I threatened your life on stream. And I was like, I feel like this is the point of no return here.
Well, I actually think it was again, my memory is not great for interactions outside of the actual play, but I'm pretty sure Mildred was the first to be like, hey Jay, What the
What
fuck?
the fuck? Yeah, probably.
What the fuck?
Probably.
I just can't remember when exactly it was. Maybe it was like the second or third episode. Yeah, it was probably the episode that I fucking killed you all for the first time.
That would have been episode 2, my guy.
And then they
Listen,
woke
I'm
back up,
rewatching all the episodes right
handing over the
now.
weapons.
So if I find that moment, I will let you know. But yeah, I am in the process of rewatching the series so that I can take notes, and I'm gonna write some recaps, and then I'm gonna have Jay narrate them, and then Rose is potentially gonna do some art for them, and then it will be a little bit like the D&D video, but much shorter. And we're not gonna bother with voice lines because we already have the show all recorded, so I can just like take little bits from the series. I did draw Beyonce's hair wrong in these storyboards because I was not using my reference when I drew them. It's fine, though.
I could pick on you about that a bit.
Why?
Vale's 2 braids are supposed to be on the same side and on the left.
Since when?
Since always. If you look at you,
Okay, because I drew that big... No,
if you look back, the image that's on my wall that you drew, look at it.
Yeah.
He has 2 braids on the right side, and
He
you drew
does
it.
not.
He does too. Look at it.
Oh my god.
But also, Rose, in Star's defense, Star has said many times that if you want something changed, you should say so.
Which is why I'm picking on her and not demanding any changes, because it looks cute either
See?
way.
She was using it as ammunition. It was a verbal and emotional nerf dart.
This is assault. I'm suing.
No, I thought it was cute, and I like Star's take on Vale, so why would I change it?
I'm dying. Jared's like, oh, the panic. And I'm like, yeah, because I've already drawn Vale so many fucking times. I've already drawn Vale so many fucking times. It was like one of the most prominent characters in this thing. I've probably drawn Vale like at least 50 times by now, and you're telling me now you want me to fix their hair?
Don't fix the hair. Keep it as you do it. Stop. I noticed it when you were halfway through the line art on it.
Psychological precision strike. Yeah, god damn, you can't just... Rose, you can't just do that to me. I'm gonna have a heart palpitations. Someone else talk about something different so I can calm down.
Hey, you've drawn Annie perfectly. He
Thank
is
you.
my sweet little... In his defense, though, or in your defense, and mine, in somebody's defense, his outfit is incredibly simple. He's a very simple, straightforward boy.
It is.
Nothing fancy
Thank
going
you.
on.
Thank you.
Have you done Voltaire yet?
We got a code 42069. We gotta get B2 having a cardiac arrest. We gotta get a paramedic on here. Dear brother, are you somewhere out there? We need a paramedic.
I am just trying to draw a silly cartoon.
Go to commercial. Hey everybody, do you like Raid Shadow Legends?
No,
Ah,
they're not
stop
paying
now.
me.
Okay,
Fuck
you don't even
off.
have to ask me for that one, Star.
Everyone like
Ben!
gamer sups? What's
Where
up?
is
What's
it?
up, everybody out there?
I'm giving Beyonce pants.
No.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that this episode this stream was sponsored by the next episode of What's Left of Us. Coming in 2
Hey,
days.
show what's left of us.
You should come on by the
I
channel.
know how to draw.
Shakeborn.
This is for
Pause.
plugging
Everybody's
something
talking
dumb.
over the commercial. I'm trying so hard.
I shot him 3 times for that, Star.
Thank you. Shoot
Ow.
Zoe too. She was making fun of me for not fixing Annie's little thing yet and not drawing Voltaire. Yeah, you did. Did two. Roll back the tapes.
It was one joke.
That's all you need
Aw.
to commit crimes against me personally.
Star, the bangs are also kind of wrong, so I'm gonna need you to go back and fix all of them.
I'm leaving. Stream's over, everybody. I'm glad that you all enjoyed this 20-minute stream.
It'd be really funny if Star just left and the rest of us were sitting here just like with like the screen and no art getting done. Like, huh. Well, guys, we don't have actually the power to end the stream, so I guess we're just gonna.
We're just
I
here
guess
forever.
we're just trapped. We're trapped here. Star has won in the end.
Swears innocent.
No, but serious though, your rendition of Veil is very cute. Keep it consistent to what your design you've been going to. You do not need to change
I thought you were
anything.
about to say, keep it consistent to the design I give you, though. Also, Jared, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Soar is innocent. New nickname added to the registry. We have Star. We have Store. We have Soar. That's gonna be my throat after this stream because I've been screaming so much. It's fine. Gonna give Beyonce some specs.
Man, Beyonce is just so fucking cool.
She is.
She
chill
is.
as fuck.
Like, I wish that I was that cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
Don't we
So
all?
great.
All you have to do is
seriously?
eat 4 cigarettes a day minimum. That's how Beyonce do.
Just to be clear, that is a joke, chat. That do not eat cigarettes. Don't just like avoid cigarettes in general. That's
In
my
general.
pro tip.
Yeah, I've been playing this game with Jay for like 10 years now, and Beyonce is my favorite of all his NPCs I've encountered.
True.
I adore her.
I love
We
Beyonce.
love Beyonce.
Beyonce's fucking great.
Beyonce is the
The
most
problem
important character
is,
in the full game.
everybody, is that I have a hard time with NPCs I really like because I tend to murder them.
Don't you fucking dare!
You dare. You want all your players to go on
So
strike?
sorry.
Because that's a
New
good way
memberships
to,
count?
have your players go on strike.
Shadowgun453, thank you for the super chat. People are asking for a membership count after what happened last time.
I feel this was probably a Jared moment.
I'm not
It was
sorry.
It was a Jared moment, but it was also an everybody else moment because what the fuck?
Star got dragged. Star got
I
dragged.
got dragged and loved far too hard. It was very scary.
Get cherished, loser.
So we're at 561, by the way. That's a fucking number, gang.
We are
That's
close to 690.
so many.
That's
I was gonna say, only
amazing.
121.
No. I live in fear for all of your wallets. That's so many, and it's like I appreciate it. You guys can take a break, hit the showers. It's fine. It's cool. It's so cool. Just like Beyonce. Beyonce is cool. It's actually very close to being a very funny number. Jarrett, no. Everybody else, no. I love and appreciate all of you. Stop it. Stop it. Take your hand away from the button. No. I don't know how to react when people are this nice to me, and it freaks me out. Stop it.
What if we're just nice to you in chat? What if we're just talking about how really cool and awesome you are?
What if we gift people memberships to your heart?
Yeah.
Well, the way to my heart is through my wallet, so pay up. No, I'm kidding.
See, here's the thing.
Your chat.
No.
Let's just say it on
/J.
screen.
Fucking joke, my guys. No, it's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. Give it a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Everybody. You heard her. here. Shower her with Buddy. Let's go. We're Supernova Blade. Got this clip.
No,
Let's
no,
go.
no, no, no. Genuinely though, genuinely, I'm just. Zoe, you traitor!
Now, see, the thing about teaching is that the most effective teaching is actually modeling, and so you model the behavior you want to see.
Well, Star said it.
Jared.
No, guys! Guys! I don't know. No! It's happening again!
My plan is working.
How dare you just sit there and be so cute? Stop it. No. It's not memberships. God, I guess you're right. Zoe B, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships.
You're
It's
welcome.
chat's going too fast. Give me a sec.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep up with it.
Shadowgun453, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. And Jared Sandwater, thank you for the $50 super chat.
Huh?
I love and appreciate you guys so much. But you gotta stop. H, thank you for the gifted membership. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Oh, and there goes Vector. I don't know why my stream bot keeps breaking.
Amazing.
I'm going to close the program and reopen it, perhaps.
Amazing. Sure.
Everything's
So
fine
see,
and normal
while
and
she's
cool.
distracted,
No!
hey everybody, you know
No!
how cool
No,
Star is
no,
as a person?
Jay,
'Cause she
no,
really
no,
is.
no, shut, la, Dungeons and Dragons, wow, 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 wow,
Speaking of
wow,
Dungeons and
wow,
Dragons, Beyonce is such a cool and epic friend for our lovely characters we made.
No,
But you know who's awesome? You know who's also an awesome, super great friend? Star.
Ah!
Thank you, Rose.
Amazing.
amazing.
MZ, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, guys.
I'm gonna throw you under the bus too, Zoe.
God.
What?
Get friended.
Guys. Get friended, loser.
I mean, that is a good thing to point out, actually, that it's not just Star. I think this, and a bunch of us have said a bunch of this early on, is that it's so strange how quickly this friend group came together and got so close. And it's because we're all very similar people, and we all enjoy very much the same things. Despite being super busy, we found small ways to work together, which keeps us together.
Literally, we do work together.
Except that I
Yeah.
asked Jay if he wanted to join the voice call yesterday. He said no, he was too busy, and I'm never forgiving him for that.
I was actually
Wow.
working. Oh.
Mhm.
Wow.
Mhm. Yeah,
Interesting.
fucking rejected.
I'm so sorry. But you see,
dare you.
Star flew up to Canada on a whim, and she's so selfless. And honestly, I don't know how I could have ever lived without her in my life before this point, because she is so wonderful as a friend. Honestly, fits right in with all of my other amazing friends. In that, I am super glad to have her very much.
Get fucking cherished.
Stop it!
So Star,
What?
you have a question in chat, which I think you can point to other things you've done. It's advice for comic artists and people just starting out and juggling things. I believe you have a book and other videos on such things.
I do. Thank you for the segue, Rose. So first of all, I've got my book, How to Webcomic, the ultimate guide to making online comics, that you can purchase on my web store, TheStarfishface.com, that has pretty much everything I know about making webcomics in it. Or if you don't have the money or you would prefer something in a video format, I have a lot of tutorials in a playlist that Sly just dropped in the chat for us. But yeah, go check out my book, go watch my videos. The book costs money, but the videos are free. So go check those out. Thank you for the segue, Rose. I was feeling too treasured.
Speaking of treasured,
No! Unless you were going to talk about how cool Zoe is, and in which case, then by all means, yeah.
You know, that's a very good segue.
This is
Zoe.
not my
Yeah.
stream.
Good
This is
segue.
not my stream. This
Oh,
is
well,
not
you're
allowed.
on it, nerd.
No.
Get fucking treasured.
No.
Uh-huh. The best part about Zoe is that she gives me a great cover to talk about how great Star is still.
What?
It's
What?
Thank you.
What?
You know what? Star is so cool that when she came up here, I had zero problems introducing her to all of my very dearest and most treasured friends that were up here. Absolutely no qualms whatsoever. She fit in very well. She ate all their nachos.
Hi, B. Because I know they're probably watching these VODs for said.
That was also a quiet little bit at my other friend. So I get to embarrass two friends online, at the same time, which is very, you know.
I got a message from him this morning going ... I now understand get cubed.
Get cubed, idiot.
Absolutely. Oh yes, but Zoe also. Oh my goodness, what can we say
What?
about Zoe B?
Nothing. You can say nothing about Zoe B,
No,
actually.
but we're actually going to though is the problem. You see, yeah.
Zoe, be awesome.
Zoe be awesome. Zoe.
I love it when she comes into my garden and pollinates my flowers for me.
It's true. It's true. She's a bit of a busy bee.
Yeah, the plane tickets? Jesus Christ. The things I do for you guys.
The interesting
Yeah.
part is that you can get that 747 low enough to pollinate her flowers without wrecking everything around.
Yeah, it's really impressive and it does freak out the neighbors, but like you've never actually hurt any of their houses, so it's like really cool to watch.
I'm glad. I practiced daily.
Mm-hmm. But you see, Zoe, despite being a very quiet person in general, really opens up when she's around us, which I think is probably the most flattering thing and shows just how much she cares about us, which makes me very happy that we're friends.
For all those in chat going, there's a book, give me. I can highly recommend Star's book. I've learned a lot from it. My comic sadly died in a trash fire, but hopefully I've learned stuff from it, and it's a very, very good book, and I will have something eventually, maybe. But I highly recommend it.
To be clear, your comic did not die because of you.
No, but it's still in the trash.
It's yeah. Are we not still gonna shower Zoe with praise like we did with
No,
Star?
we are!
No, please change the subject. Thank you. Rose, please just keep...
Zoe is one of the smartest and most eloquent people I've ever met. She's very sweet, cares a lot about her friends, including me and everybody else here, and she's extremely sweet, and I'm glad that she's been hanging out with us on these streams and more frequently because it has been a pleasure to get to know her, and she's also very easy to bully, and that's fun.
No! Please, stop!
We're gonna start a commune in Zoe's house
Yes.
so that we can all hang out 24/7.
Yeah, we're starting a beach content house, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be on
This
the
one on the
beach
East
100%
Coast,
of the
not on the
time.
West Coast, because we're just better than everyone else, so...
And it's not as expensive. Thumbs up emoji.
Correct.
We were looking at places in like Oregon and Washington, and we were just like, anybody want to look at Zillow listings for $2 million beach houses and hurt our feelings? And everybody was like, yeah. And then we did that and it just hurt our feelings. Weirdly though, like very weirdly motivating, like looking at expensive houses and being like, if I just hustle hard enough that I can afford one of these.
That fucking beautiful 800 grand one that was in Oregon, I think it was. I'm still thinking about that house.
Yeah.
Mm,
Rip.
yeah, well.
Anyway, this stream is officially beginning my my regimented furry artist career, by the way. I'm getting better, to be fair. I'm getting better.
Get into Star's Patreon and start demanding that the mail club be furry versions of the cast-off characters.
Please, do not do that. Do not do
this.
you all know that that's what's going on here. It is the furry pivot. Star's about to make a ton of money.
Jay, be nice to Star.
You're cruising for a cubing, my guy.
I'm always cruising for a cubing. I fight the establishment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, you
so-
can fight the establishment from inside your cube.
Ah! No! Get cubed, idiot! No!
Get cubed, idiot.
This sucks, yo.
You should be nice to Star.
Yeah, Jay, be nice to Star. Ignoring the fact that he just spent several minutes being so nice. I'm just like, no, none of that matters. Get cubed, idiot.
I don't even get points for good behavior.
You don't, because you do not behave. You only use good behavior as an excuse to get out of the cube. Oh my gosh, wait, hang on. This is a perfect segue. Someone just asked, hey Star, I have a random question. Have you ever been to Buc-ee's? Would you guys like to tell the story?
Bucky's has been to my living room.
Yes.
Via Star.
Yes. I purchased an entire Buc-ee's and I brought it to Canada with me and we had a beaver themed cultural exchange. Do not take that out of context.
Apparently half of Star's suitcase when she came to visit us was just
It was! You
Stuff
saw me
from-
slowly but surely pull
Yeah,
all the beaver nuggets
was-
like one
that
bag at a
was
time out of my
so
suitcase.
much.
It was so many.
And I hope you like the beaver tails, even though the delivery was dumb and only did the sweet stuff instead of the savory.
Well, listen, it just means I gotta come back at some point.
Yes?
No, I thought that we were having a party at the Star House.
Yeah,
I
we
got
are!
friends
Party
in
at Star
Star
House!
House.
Party at Star House!
Party at the Star House!
Lovely, nice D&D table, just getting
Yeah.
no love.
We've got this big living, like, dining room table that would love to have some Dungeons and Dragons played on it, like, so badly.
Yes.
So badly. We would love to have friends in the D&D table. Put friends in Star House. Over.
Balls.
Hmm.
Awkward silence.
I'm just in awe of your pretty art. I know you're not
Aw.
used to muzzles, but I think you did a damn good job.
Thank you. I'm doing my best. I'm using the cat girl trick, but
Cat girl trick?
backwards.
What is what? What?
Ow.
Hang on. I have to find an image.
Ayo.
Yeah, that's it. Ow.
Okay, this is going to be impossible to look for because you just try and search up anime girl cat and it just brings up images of cat girls. This is not what I need.
You guys know about cat girl theory? Get in the
Yes!
comments.
I
and talk
found
about
the
it.
image! I had to
Oh,
refine
no.
my Google search a little bit, but I have located the image. It's
The
very
star
small.
has destroyed her Google image search.
It's very crunchy. All anime girls are cats, basically.
Ah.
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 Oh, because of the proportions. Well, the forehead,
Yeah,
the
this is
forehead
a-
changes.
Here's
but-
a higher quality resolution version of it.
Ah.
So I'm just like, yeah, take anime girl, but make the snoot a little longer. And that's how I'm drawing. That is how I've been
Okay.
drawing.
I mean,
I mean, it's not
I don't know.
bad.
I see
Yeah.
it, but I don't know if I like it.
You don't have to like it for it to be true.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Hard
you
truth
know?
bombs being dropped on this here stream.
Hey, like, I don't know if this is the right place to say this, but I don't think I've ever seen a nerd dress like you before. You're like a super stylish. Where'd you get?
Yeah,
Fucking
Beyonce,
discount.
when does Beyonce get a cool butt cape?
Beyonce, first of all, has in the art that Rose made of her, she looks great. She's got a poncho,
Mhm.
Yeah, that's why she has a poncho here.
and she's got a like a little sash thing. I guess
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I gave her like a tattered. It's loincloth, but not with like beads and stuff on it, but I also gave her a poncho roughly based off of like the Dirty Harry one, and I gave her a hat based off of an old western I used to watch with my dad called El Dorado. There's a character in there called Mississippi, and I really liked his hat as a kid, and so I gave it to her. But I added a band on it to match like the drapery and beads of her not loincloth thing.
See, you said El Dorado, and my immediate thought was El Dorado.
El Dorado.
Oh god, I fucking love that movie so much. It's been years since I watched it.
I am gonna have to go sing the rest of the soundtrack now. Thank you so much, Star.
You're welcome.
It
It's
is
tough to be a god. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-da-ba. Good damn movie.
It's got good goddamn music. Is Elton John for most of it?
I think so.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I really like that one. Actually, I made a D&D character I never got to play with a friend.
Elton John?
No, it was
His name is Melton Blonde.
no, it was a kobold erd named Gel. And a buddy of mine was gonna just straight out call their character Tulio.
Amazing. Let's go.
I never got to play her, but they were gonna be like based off of Tulio and Miguel, but piratized. So my erd was kind of like Miguel, but parrot for a pirate.
Oh.
It was gonna be cute. Maybe I'll dust her off and actually play her someday.
Vale cast spell of black spaghetti noodles. Beyonce's like, whoa shit. Whoa shit, how you doing that? Yeah, I can't do the Beyonce voice.
Okay, so like here I am in the jungle. Don't know why I'm there, first of all. Second of all, two idiots come walking by. One of them sings real good, like pretty real good. All right, the other one, smarmy, don't like him at first. Somehow though, animal magnetism. I'm gonna say it's on my side, okay? Anyway, they run across this random lady. She brings them to a whole golden city. Wild stuff. They don't even know I'm there the whole time. Strange. I was just sitting there having mojitos.
Jay?
Yeah?
The stars are not in position for these jokes.
It's
That
true.
is not true.
I need to be in the other room if we're gonna be making these jokes.
You know,
Jesus.
westerly location.
I love it when a joke plays off a joke, leading into yet another joke, and it's just
Yeah,
playing with the
listen.
language.
People joke like, oh, Star's probably heard every single like joke about stars in the history of the universe. First of all, I have, but it just means that I get to be the punchline and make people laugh, and that makes me happy. So. Beyonce's like, oh shit.
Oh.
Me trying to get out of bed in the morning. The stars are not in position for this day of work and drudgery.
Star, can't do it. Not today.
Not today. That's me waking up on like a Sunday of a con and just being like so dead inside. Just being like, the stars are not in position for this day. I would like to go back to sleep, but I can't.
I think the two most quoted movies in my household are Road to El Dorado and The Emperor's New Groove.
Both solid picks.
I mean, also Zoolander, but that's just because I love it. It's so dumb. It's
I
the
can agree on the
dumbest thing I
dumb.
love. Why do you even have that ever? The immortal Eartha Kitt.
Yzma's actually a pretty cool villain. She's evil yet somehow charming.
I mean, again, Eartha Kitt.
Oh,
Swear.
hey, she got to be Catwoman again, just in a smaller package.
That's true.
Hmm? Oh, huh?
Eartha Kitt
That's
was
a
the
s-
original Catwoman. Yeah.
That's a spoiler. Can't believe
For
you
Emperor's
would
New
spoil
Groove.
like a
There are
20-year-old
people
movie.
who can. There are people who were born. Yeah, were born when that movie came out who can vote now. That is not
Yeah.
a spoiler.
Yeah, and what if those people were born after the movie came out and they haven't seen it? You just spoiled it for them.
It's a classic, and they should see it.
Well, now you spoiled it.
Yeah, Batman comes in. Everybody, be careful.
Yeah, he comes in at the end and he's like, "I'm Batman."
No, the '60s Batman.
Ha.
He comes in and starts dancing for no reason.
Oh,
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
right, the movie for quoting, the movie chosen specifically for its quotability, the quoting movie. Yes, thank you. Amazing.
Hey, yeah, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make any sense.
That was really good. That was actually
It was, and I'm a
very
little
good.
alarmed.
Patrick Warburton, give me a call, buddy.
What other impressions can you do?
Don't ask that question, Star. You don't want the answer.
Don't say Kermit, we already know.
I don't
Do we?
Kermit.
I don't know that I've heard that.
Yeah,
Zoe,
Can
what? Zoe, you are...
I do a spot-on Star impression.
I
Wow, really?
will ban you from the... I will leave this chat and I will do the rest of the stream on my own.
I don't think you would.
And I have done it before. I will do it
Please,
again.
please, no, I'm sorry.
You want to be here? You want the privilege of being here?
Yes, I'm
You don't
sorry.
piss off the streamer.
Okay, I'm sorry. It'll never happen again.
But better not.
Star laying down the law. Goddamn.
Yeah,
Weird when it's
My
not coming
fucking
towards me.
my fucking stream.
Would you believe that I literally only ever skipped class once in my entire K-12?
Yes.
Because I was so afraid of breaking the rules.
Yes. However, okay, so first of all, before I roast you, I need to know what the context was for the one time you did skip class.
So I was in Spanish class. It was Spanish that I skipped. And I was a freshman, and I had made friends with the bad crowd. I had made friends.
Uh-oh.
I had made friends with the super pretentious, edgy theater kids.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, the
The
worst
bad
crowd.
crowd.
God, did they wear leather jackets with pink ladies stamped on the back?
No,
Did they
were-
snap and walk towards you
They
in
did
an
a little
promising
bit.
fashion?
They were genuinely not great. I was sort of a bully for my first couple years of high school because of these people that friends is not the right word, because they also talked about me behind my back, but it was
Oh,
fine because
good.
we talked behind other people's backs. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
but
they were
don't
very-
high school
know if
friends
fine
just
is the
do
word
that,
for that.
Because I think high school friends just do that.
yeah, it was not a good time, but
Doesn't make it
so-
okay for everybody watching this.
No, it doesn't.
Correct. So anyway, so I was friends with these kids, and they were a very bad influence. And this one boy was like, "Why don't we just go hang out in the library instead of going to Spanish class? Because we don't like Spanish class." And I was just like, "Yeah, but like, what would we do in the library? Like, what do you do if not learn? Why not just stay in
What
class
do
and
you
learn?"
do if not learn? Zoe B 2024.
And so, yeah, we went to the library, and I sat there anxiously the entire time, worrying that I would get caught. And that was it.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's. I'm sorry, it's not like a more exciting context.
No, it's okay. I'm just thinking that now I get to roast you, because I can one up that. I have never skipped a class in my life.
Well, yeah, that tracks.
Oh,
Well, okay. I did miss class exactly one time in college, and it was not of my own volition. That was the day I got hit by a truck.
I think
Literally,
you got
I
a pass on that one, Star.
I missed exactly one class in college, ruined my 3.5 years of perfect attendance, and it was the day I got hit by a truck on the way to class. Could have died.
Star, I thought you got stabbed. Here you're telling me that you got hit by a
That's
car?
an entirely separate story. And I was on a scooter too. I was not even in a car. I did not have the levels of car armor that you have when you are driving a motor
Armor.
vehicle. Carmer. I
Nerd,
was
you let
on
a red scooter.
I was on a scooter going like 50 miles an hour, and then some fucker in a Chevy Silverado pulled out in front of me because I guess he wasn't looking where he was going, and I made passionate, fiery love to his passenger side window for like 0.001 second before my scooter just launched off of the side of his car, and I chipped 2 teeth, and I had a black eye, and I broke my wrist, and I was heavily concussed to the point where I was fist fighting the EMTs who were trying to take me to the hospital with my broken wrist.
Yikes.
When I started coming out of the concussion, according to my roommate who was in the recovery room with me at the time, which, by the way, they just had me on a stretcher in a hallway because I guess it was a busy day at the emergency room. But when I started finally coming to, the first question I asked my roommate was, did I miss class? And she said yes. And I said, shit. And then the second thing I said to her was, Sarah, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to take a picture of me all fucked up after my accident, and I need you to make a meme of it that says, but you didn't have to cut me off, because this was in 2012 when that song was really popular. And I am not kidding. I can't send the picture.
Oh
That
no.
was on my Facebook account that got deleted.
Oh, no.
I might still have it in my computer files.
let me
But-
put in a call to Mark Zuckerberg. Give me a
Yeah,
second.
if you could just get him on the phone, that would be great.
Oh no,
I
he's
also
he's
discovered.
an application. Hold on.
I also made the horrifying discovery, and we'll see how long it takes them to get back to me on this one, that I can't log into my Tapas anymore because I did use Facebook to log into Tapas. So
Oofa.
I messaged my people, my contacts there today, and I was like, hey guys, is there any way that you can help me get access back to my account? And they have not responded yet because I think they're probably not at work anymore because it's late. But hopefully I will hear back from them soon. Otherwise, the comic will be running dry for a couple weeks until we can get that sorted.
Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Anyway, I interrupted you guys. What were you all saying?
I do not even remember.
We were saying how awesome you guys are.
No, we weren't.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Just fucking just cutting that off right away.
No, cut you off the pass. Not allowed. Being nice
You
to me,
didn't have
banned.
to cut us off.
You didn't have to cut us off.
Anyway, I
Oh, I
love
love
that
it.
we were all like extremely cool in high school.
We were. I skipped class a bunch. I don't know what
That
happened to you
tracks.
guys, but to be fair though, I didn't before I got my face surgeries. Before I got my face surgeries, I was a lovely little nerd who always stayed in class unless I was sick, which happened a lot. So
You nerds remember high school. Lame.
that's right. Yeah, I didn't even remember high school.
I was
Cool,
in
she
color
was.
guard. I threw swords at people.
I was in the
Uh-huh.
marching band
Nerd!
for 2 years until I was like, you know what? I want to take more AP classes. So I dropped band so I could take more AP classes.
That is the nerdiest thing you have said today.
Listen,
Wow.
I'm listening, and I'm hearing nerd shit come out of your mouth.
So the thing is, there. This is so embarrassing. So I
Fluffy tail.
my older sister was salutatorian of her graduating class, and I was like, you know what? I've been in her shadow my whole fucking life. I want to be valedictorian of my high school class, and so that was my goal. And so the thing about valedictorian is it's based on GPA, and the thing about GPA is different types of classes give different weight to your GPA. So it's not just the letter grade that you get in that class, but like essentially like an A in an honors class counts for more than an A in a regular class, and an A in an AP class counts for even more than an A in an honors class. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and we had IB in my school too, so you
Is that
could
like
take...
dual credit?
That is International Baccalaureate. If you were in all IB classes, your maximum GPA was a 6.0.
Oh, yeah, no, ours was, AP classes were a 5.0, so that, yeah.
Yeah. I was not in any IB classes, but I was in a couple of AP classes.
I would have been if that was an option. So yeah, so like that's what I did, was took as many AP classes as I could, so that I could get that sweet GPA boost, and did, and I got all A's. I was so I was gonna say I was valedictorian, but that's actually not entirely accurate. I was, but there was a pilot program at a local university where they would essentially allow you to dual enroll in high school and college at the same time. And there was one particular student in my class named Gabby. And Gabby was rich enough that she could dual enroll in high school and college. And the college classes had an even higher GPA boost than AP classes. And because it was university rules, she could take as many as she wanted. So she, and like, yeah, to be fair, she did have to get good grades in those classes, but she could literally pay to take as many classes as she wanted. So she and I were actually tied for valedictorian, but she paid for it.
Zoe B says, dismantle the bourgeoisie.
Has anybody ever heard of something called an advanced Regents high school diploma?
That sounds
no.
It is something that apparently New York does, which means absolutely nothing outside of New York. So even though I have an advanced Regents diploma, which I'm pretty sure is the highest like rank of diploma I could get from my high school, if you say that outside of New York, they go, what?
I mean, all you guys had really cool reasons for skipping or whatever. Or not skipping.
I'm saying, you
I
think
Getting hit by a
nerd
car
is
was cool?
Well, okay, don't hold on to that before I tell you why I skipped class all the time after I got my face destroyed and decided that I was going to live life the way I wanted.
You about to drop some sad shit on us, bro?
I used to skip class every morning so that I could go have a better breakfast.
Aww.
And I was finally like, I had a job, and so I had my own money, and so I was like, you know what I'm gonna do with my fucking time instead of wasting myself at this fucking high school doing AP math or whatever the fuck it was? No. I'm gonna sit here and I'm going to have an hour-long breakfast, and I'm going to fucking enjoy myself. And I did, and I loved it.
That is so, like, Hobbit core.
Jay is the tallest hobbit I've ever met.
Right, you are.
Right down to his fuzzy feet.
Doink.
Yeah, before that, the only reason I was ever gone for long periods of time was when I was sick, which happened a fair amount, I suppose.
Huh, imagine having asthma.
Actually, it was the reason I had asthma. I got pneumonia when I was in grade 6, and I was out for 2 months because it almost killed me. I dropped 60 pounds.
Lord.
Yeah.
Aw.
It was
You
bad.
have told me this story and it never gets any
Yeah,
less
that's
horrifying.
why my lungs are scarred. That's why my lungs are scarred, because it sucked. Don't get me to talk about. Listen, all of us have really shitty, sad parts of our
on
lives.
your own.
I did. I'm trying really hard to stay away from them, but you guys are like, oh. No, I'm gonna.
Okay,
move
well
away.
here, do we want to transition from sad stories into cringe stories? Because I have
Yes,
one that I know
please.
I've told on stream, but it's very funny. I'm not sure if Zoe's heard it.
What?
I know you other two have, probably, but I don't know if Zoe's heard this one. Zoe, have I ever told you about the funniest way I ever avoided getting asked out?
No.
Yeah! That means that you get to hear the story for the first time, and I'm so excited. Okay, so this has not been a story on my channel, and I'm not sure how I would be. Although, actually, I was thinking about it last night, and I almost wonder if I want to start doing like some mini story times that are not shorts, like actual videos that are maybe like 5 minutes long.
Oh, yeah.
So that I can actually upload videos more frequently. I don't know. Would people be into that? Let me know. Comment down below. Like
Hey,
just little
Star?
mini 5-minute story times. What?
You forgot one of Vale's braids.
It's over his shoulder. I'll draw it in a minute. Anyway, so the story goes. So an important thing for you guys to know is that Star is non-committal shrug romantic. I've never really dated at all because I didn't really have an interest in that sort of thing. But that does not mean that I never got asked out. When I was in high school, there was this one guy. I need a name for a lame guy. What should I name this guy? A substitute name. That's my brother's name.
Oh.
Right.
I'm gonna tell him you said that. He
No.
likes you. He watches your videos and he's gonna get sad you said that.
There was an extremely predatory person, speaking of creepy high school shit, there was an extremely predatory person named Kevin who was extremely creepy to me, so that's why it's my go-to. I'm sure your Kevin is much better.
The Zoe B lore. Also, Jared! Jared! Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships!
Jared broke his
What happened
promise!
to waiting until May, my guy? Okay, I'm gonna call him Bob. Because that's just
Bob.
my go-to name. Bob. His name's Bab. So I had this group of friends that I knew for like most of my school years, and this was the group of friends. I need you guys to understand that outside this group of friends, I did not talk to people. I did not talk to like anybody outside of this group of friends. There were like, I think if I include the folks I didn't talk to quite as often, there were probably like 20 people in my little friend group. The average was about like 7 to 8 that I was hanging out with at one time. But I didn't really talk to people. And so some of my friends were the same. We wouldn't really like talk to many people outside. There was this one guy in this friend group who joined our friend group because he was in the same art class that me and several of my other friends were in. His name was Bab. This was Bob. And Bob was one of those fucking guys who kind of always needed a girlfriend and then treated his girlfriends kind of like his mom. Where it was like, if you were the girlfriend, you kind of like took care of him and like did shit for him, and you could like hold hands at school. But like, and these are not my words. These are the words of some of my friends who dated Bob. And so Bob was a little bit of a serial dater. Bob at some point dated pretty much all of the female friends in my friend group, some more than once. Where he would date one of my friends and then they'd break up and he'd date a different friend for a couple weeks to months, and then they'd break up and then he'd go back to that first friend again. And they would date for a couple months. So Bob at some point cycled around to basically all of the girls in my friend group. So he never hit me though. And Bob was in my art class and I can't remember if this happened before or after. I think it was probably after. But Bob liked to draw. Imagine how a high school boy would draw anime characters. And Bob would draw anime character versions of him and the object of his affection kissing in the back of his sketchbook.
Oh no.
Yeah. And so anyway, there was a time that came along when Bob was single. He had been single for like a couple days at this point. He had days, and he had just broken up with one of my other friends. And at some point, so our school had portables outside. We had like the main building, but we also had a couple of classrooms that were in portables outside. And at this point, our first period of the day, me and Bob would walk to class together. We would hang out in the cafeteria with our whole friend group before school. And then he and I would walk out to the portables because we both had classes in the portables. Not the same class, but we had like, our classrooms were like next to each other. And then our class after that, our second period of the day was art class. So we'd both come back inside and we'd meet up in art class, and then we would like have that class with all of our friends. So at one point, Bob and I were walking out to our classrooms in the portables. At some point, he kind of like looks over me. He's like, "Hey, Star, I need you to do me a favor." And he kind of said it in a weird way that didn't tick me off, that didn't like ping anything immediately. But it was just kind of like the way he was talking was a little bit more reserved than he usually did. And he said, "Star, I need you to do me a favor." And I was like, "Yeah, what?" Clueless. And he's like, "Can you wait for me outside the art room before next class?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And I skipped on. To my art class, I skipped off to my Spanish class. And then I'm sitting in my Spanish class, and the teacher's taking roll, and it hits me like a fucking freight train. I realize that Bob is planning on asking me out. He wants to meet me outside of the art room because he is going to ask me out. I am in the crosshairs of the Bob romance cycle. And yeah, exactly. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Target acquired. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And so like, here's the thing. I have no romantic interest in Bob. I did not then, not even a little bit. He was not my type, and I knew that he was such a serial dater. I had wanted nothing to do with him. It's like, I liked him as a friend. We had fun. We joked around. I did not want to date him at all. And so I spent that entire Spanish class. I don't remember what we learned in that Spanish class because I spent the entire thing panicking and being like, oh my God, how do I let him down gently and tell him that I'm not interested without ruining the friendship? What do I do? What do I say? Why does he targeted me? What did I even do? I don't want to date Bob. I just want to be friends. Hour and a half class. I spend the entire thing on the verge of a panic attack about this. Like I could feel my face getting hot. I'm like getting dizzy spells. I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my God. I was so freaked out about it for like an entire hour and a half. So, do you want to guess what happens next? Take my ADHD ass into account. What do you think happens next? I will tell you this. Bob does not ask me out. Because after spending the entire Spanish class freaking out about how Bob was going to ask me out, once the instant class was over, my dumbass completely forgot and just did not wait outside the art room for him. And then my dumbass was just like, oh my, just walked away. If it sucks, hit the bricks and just don't wait outside and just go directly into your classroom. And then within 3 days, he was dating a different friend. So
just ignore your problems and they'll
go away. Exactly.
You know, sometimes when the brain has a traumatic experience, it deletes information on you.
But no, I giggle so hard because it's just like I spent so long panicking. And where he's like, oh my God, he's gonna ask me out at the end of the day. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I do not want to date Bob. I don't want to do this. What do I do? I have to let him down gently. I have to plan my exact words that I'm going to say to him. What do I do? And then I just like, oh, that's right, it's our class time. And I did, guys, it's the funniest shit. I forgot so hard. I did not remember that I was supposed to wait outside for Bob, that he was about to ask me out for days. Days later, he was like, we found out that he was dating another friend, and I was like, oh shit!
Bullet dodged!
Bullet dodged, didn't even realize it. It's when you have, like, imagine a sniper has, like, their gun trained on you, and you, like, duck out of the way right as they shoot you because you, like, bend down to pick up a paperclip or something, and you don't notice the hole in your drywall for, like, 3 days. That's what happened here.
Ooh, piece of candy.
He's like, hello? So yeah.
And it's like the acest thing you've ever said in your life.
It is absolutely not even close.
You're a gem star, never change.
Thank you. I do my very best. I was thinking, so, I mean, I was kind of thinking, like, you know, maybe mini story times would be fun. Just, like, shorter, less high effort ones than I usually do. That would be, like, the story would be, like, 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Because folks have been asking for more story times, and I know that, like, my usual is, I've been sticking to one video a month recently. I used to do every 2 weeks, but it's like, I could also do, like, smaller ones. Because I like doing the shorts, but at the same time, like, the shorts end up in a different feed, and I worry that people get annoyed by the shorts. I don't know.
Also, you don't get much from the shorts aside from visibility. That's it.
That's true. That's also true. What's the worst thing you ever forgot? I don't remember.
Yeah, I was just gonna make that joke. How would you know?
I don't even know.
I actually have a second similar story, though.
I will be right back.
I have another one that I'm not sure if I've ever told you guys, but this one's the case of just,
Love
like,
to hear it.
just started legit being fucking clueless. So this was at a, this will cause a reaction from the audience. This was at RTX, like 2015, I think. Rooster Teeth Expo in Austin.
Woo.
Star went to that con a couple
Who's
years
Rooster
in a
Teeth?
row. Good question.
Rip.
Yep.
Rip.
Yep. I mostly went because of the other YouTuber guests that they got there. I didn't actually know that much about Rooster Teeth aside from I watched Ruby. That was about it. I didn't know these people. I was just there for the other YouTuber guests that they brought on. But anyway, one of the cool things about, I did actually genuinely enjoy RTX. It was a fun con. And one of the coolest things about RTX was they were, the volunteers who were there were very adamant about helping people make friends, like in the crowd, right? So they'd be like, hey, you guys are gonna be in this line. You're gonna be standing next to these people, the people next to you, for like 3 hours. Turn to your neighbor right now and just say hi and see if you start any conversations, because you have at least one thing in common. You're here. And if you're here, you probably like YouTube stuff. So turn to your friend to make friends with the people next to you. And I, as a person who is very awkward and not good at starting conversations, enjoyed this. And I actually did have some very nice conversations with people in line for panels and such. And there was this one guy that I did actually have like a really nice conversation with. And, you know, he was cute. He was around my age probably. So he and I got to talking and we were just, you know, just hanging out. And like there were a couple other people in the same zone of the line that he and I were in, but we spent most of this time. Don't uh-oh. This is actually a good story, I promise. This is an example of me fumbling the bag. And so I'm in line with this guy. I'm next to this guy. He's really nice. You know, we're hitting it off. We're having a good conversation. And we end up sitting next to each other in the panel, and we have a good time at the panel. And then we were in another panel like immediately afterwards, and he and I sat next to each other. We were just having a good time. We hit it off. And then after the panels, we were walking away. We were preparing to go our separate ways. And he said, oh, by the way, could I get your phone number? And my stupid ass went, oh, I don't really give out my phone numbers to strangers, but here's my Twitter. And he was like, oh, okay. And so he seemed a little disappointed, but I like wrote it down and like gave it to him. And I'm not even kidding. 3 years later, I am putting groceries into the back of my car, and I pause and I go, wait a second!
I was just hit on. very smoothly.
He
Well,
liked
not just
me.
smoothly.
3 years ago. There was a 3-year delay.
I would not lie about this, you guys. I know that I sometimes exaggerate my stories for effect. I am not exaggerating. 3-year gap. I am at the HEB. I am loading the groceries into my car, and it just pings into my head. That guy was trying to ask me out. And I was like, God damn it, he was cute! Shit! And I will never see that man again. God damn it. I was so mad. I was like, damn it! Even if, like, dating didn't pan out, he was nice. We could have been friends. Fuck! Because, like, I've made friends at cons before. That could have been a blossoming friendship, and I beefed it! Because I'm clueless!
Do you remember any, like, particular characteristics? Like, can we find this
He was a
man?
white guy with like brown hair, and he had a nice face. And this was in 2015, Zoe.
Somebody dig up Robert Stack. If you or any one of your family knows what this man is, please call.
If you were at
Unsolved
RTX
mysteries.
2015 and you were in line for the completionist panel, I may or may not have been cosplaying. No, I don't think I did my cosplay for that con until the next year. I was probably wearing a nerdy t-shirt. If that sounds like you, then you may be entitled to my phone number. Oh my god. So yes, apologies to anyone who has ever tried to ask me out. I'm dumb. Stupid.
That's basically my entire life too. Generally.
Yeah, I know. You say those words to me in the DMs like every single day. I'm stupid, but you spell it
I'm
with 2 O's.
stupid.
I'm stupid. That's like your catchphrase at this point.
It is. Because it's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. I'm the stupidest smart person you guys ever saw.
Mm.
Oh no, I'm just stupid. Sorry.
There we go.
And yet, a wonderful DM.
That means I'm not stupid though.
You can be stupid and a good DM at the same time. They're not mutually exclusive. Anyway, I'm drawing Tony hog tying Beyonce right now because that's the thing that happened.
I thought you said Tony Hawk.
Pro Skater 4!
I also said that.
I need Tony Dungeons and Dragons to be Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Let me get
Tony
Tony
Gunk,
Hawk on
no
the
Tony
phone.
Hawk.
Hey, Tony Hawk, you want to play some Dungeons and Dragons? All
You
the
wanna
other
play D&D with
celebrities are
us?
doing it. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I think it's time to embarrass Jay. We did Star. We did Zoe. I think it's time to
be
fair,
fair,
you.
To be fair, I feel like his existence is itself an embarrassment enough.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Also, not for nothing, but in order to be embarrassed, one has to feel shame, and I lost that on a terrible accident years ago. So
No.
Yes, but you know, so far the embarrassment has been your stuff is good. Get used to it. People
It
like your stuff you
is.
produce. Get
you
cherished.
see, that's not embarrassment. I am cringing into myself because I don't believe I deserve such accolades.
Everybody tell Jay that he's a good DM in the chat. Ready, go!
No.
Especially people who have watched our D&D show, What's Left of Us. Link is gonna be in the chat here in a sec.
You can see another episode Friday.
Another episode Friday!
Yeah, an episode Friday where things are going to be happening.
No,
No, please, I'm scared.
it's gonna be so normal, and we're gonna go to Emery's uncle's house, and nothing wrong will happen because we just saved my sister, and so we've all deserved a well-deserved downtime, right? Because we haven't slept in like 5 sessions.
Uh-huh.
It's been the longest fucking day in our Dungeons and Dragons campaign, like Jesus Christ. Jay, read the chat right now.
I refuse.
Okay, fine, then I'll read it out for you. He's a great DM. Jay is best DM. Jay is a pretty cool DM. Jay is a great DM. Jay, if you were an acorn, is your mom a tree? That's not a... Jay's a good DM. There we go. Jaycorn, let them get a long rest, please. Please! 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 I'm dying and I'm out of spell slots and we're all... It's...
But you have to fight your sister next.
No!
No. No.
I mean, you guys spent a lot of time. Are you sure that's actually your sister?
Also,
Jay,
what
I will
Tim stuff
publicly
is in said
execute you.
forest?
I know, yeah. So we're gonna very quickly. No offense, Star, but we are gonna very quickly wrap up your family drama stuff because now it's Tim's turn for her family drama stuff.
Oh yeah,
Is
you're
it?
in a Tim drama forest.
Yeah, we
Oh
are.
yeah,
in the
and I
Tim
mean
drama
also
forest.
Mal Forest because like Malders came
Oh,
through
yeah,
here. There's
yeah,
potentially
yeah.
Mal stuff in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he has been torturing me with Tim Tam parent stuff for months.
Mhm.
I need this.
That's because you kept saying that Tim doesn't care about what happened to her
She
family,
doesn't.
and
She doesn't
I-
care. She doesn't
Oh.
care.
Let me tell you,
I know.
he's gonna.
No, my girl, my baby girl.
Oh,
There's not
poor
There
enough
can't
Tim.
be so much
trauma.
left of us, by the way. Link is in the chat.
My baby
Poor Tim Tam.
girl.
I have so much I want to talk to you about Tim Tam, Zoe, but I can't because you haven't hit those plot arcs yet.
It's gonna do a next episode is gonna do a complete 180, and Rathgirther is going to dive towards her story plot line for the first.
For the first time ever. Just be like,
Yes.
yeah, well, listen, I know there's a lot of Emery stuff happening. I know there's a lot of Tim Tam stuff happening. I know there's potentially some Malder stuff happening. It's Rathgirther o'clock, bitches!
Yes,
Vroom.
please,
everything,
Rathgirther stuff, please.
everything Mildred and I have been doing with Rathgirther has been entirely like, what is the funniest thing that can happen right fucking now?
I am dying for Rathgirther stuff. I am demanding it. I am so excited. I want to see Rathgirther have a fucking mental breakdown. And I hope that doesn't sound too violent. I love a good character losing their shit and finally realizing that everything they know is a lie. And it's just, I'm so excited. I am so excited. For normal reasons, you see.
Well, I love the Rathgirther stuff for a lot of reasons. I love how Thought Slime, you just quiet for the full episode, then says one thing that just has everybody going crazy within seconds of like 3 words coming out of their mouth, and it's just like, this is gold.
I'm actually gonna have Barbfin doing a thumbs up here. Barbfin did not help. He's like, yeah, hello, I'm Barbfin. I'm Captain Barbfin. Good job. I can't tie knots.
Hasn't Barbfin had like multiple nat ones when coming to rope
Oh,
time
yeah.
specifically?
Oh yeah, that's why we joke that Barbfin can't tie knots.
Pirate captain that can't tie knots.
Nope.
You cannot.
Maybe he lost his ship to more than just mutiny.
Listen, he's a big himbo and we love him.
True. Ron is incapable of doing anything other than playing himbos.
I mean, so like I said, I was rewatching the first couple episodes. Vernon didn't give off himbo vibes for the first little bit
Nope.
there.
He was trying
Like,
to be. They were doing like a whole creepy thing.
Yeah, he was like kind of a skis like the first episode or two. At least that I've watched. And then now you look at Vernon as like a completely different character.
I think it's wasn't there like a grandma or an old lady character in there?
Yeah, Vernon's
it
grandma.
might be proximity to her.
Jay staying quiet because he doesn't want to accidentally spoil anything.
I mean, it's been a while since any of you thought about Grandma.
Different grandma. How dare you word it like that?
Is she? Strange.
What?
Oh.
What?
There is only one grandmother in this entire universe.
All the grandmothers are part of a grandmother collective, you see? Resistance is futile.
Oh, God.
Granny is coming for you.
Horrifying.
Are you saying that Win is somehow tied to Vernon?
That'd be wild, because
I think that's a stretch.
our Sunday game is like 100 years prior.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Rose's character Win in our Sunday game, her grandma's a bitch. Although I suppose Vernon's grandma is too.
Mm-hmm.
What's her deal?
Oh god damn their mannerisms and
Vernon's
how they
grandma? I mean,
treat their underling. Oh, they could be the same character.
If you're remembering, Vernon's grandmother is not his grandmother in the slightest.
Yeah,
he
he
just-
just calls her grandmother
Yeah.
or something. And I don't think she likes it when he calls her grandmother. I can't remember.
Oh no, sorry. I thought we lost somebody. Did someone like come in for like half a second? Because I swear I saw some flickering on the OBS screen for like a hot second.
Oh,
I didn't notice anything, but I could be wrong.
Stream's haunted.
Stream's haunted.
Screams haunted.
Oh god.
Rose is spinning now.
A little bit, because I could definitely picture Vernon and Win being like related somehow. Not necessarily by blood, but like it makes sense and I am connecting dots. That's all I can say. But goddamn, now that she mentions it, they could totally be the same grandmotherly character. Oh no.
Is Win's grandma like the worst lady ever or something? Is she? I mean, I know that she is the worst, but does she have like? What do we need to be worried about? Now I'm scared.
See, here's the thing. I think so. I left
Oh.
that part completely up to Jay when it comes to Win's backstory.
Uh oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Danger.
And if he hasn't changed it
The
from the
last
first
time
time I tried
left
to play
part
Win.
of my backstory up to Jay, he made Verity kill like a bajillion people.
Yes, I did.
Oh, funny. He's
This
doing
is
that to
why-
Vale too.
This is why you need to not give him that opportunity.
Okay,
take
so says
any
Zoe.
scrap. Yeah.
The worst. Tim Tam is the worst thing that Jay has reportedly ever done.
Yeah,
B.
Hell, even just Dr. Shell alone. Like,
do get her name out of your fucking mouth.
Ah!
I made Zoe the perfect girlfriend, and now she is valiantly defending her honor.
I'm
like
so
Shell, please.
mad.
Please don't turn her into a villain or anything.
Why would I do that?
It hurts more if
it's
she's
animus that I'm
good.
turning into a villain.
Hmm.
Oh.
And it is being ridiculously easy, I will say.
Animus is getting
Almost-
turned into a villain?
Almost like maybe the fucking trope of a wizard having far too much hubris and getting drunk on power is like a trope for a reason, and maybe it's fucking fun.
I mean, to be honest, almost everybody in that campaign is becoming a villain thanks to my manipulations, and it is working very well.
Verity
should say.
has never done anything wrong ever in her life.
Oh?
Do I have to be worried about Vale even more than I already am?
Oh,
no,
you're.
Vale was already on that track. I barely.
Also,
did
I'm
anything.
pretty sure the little scene that we did with Vale and Annie,
Mm.
Vale's on that track. Vale's. You're done.
No.
Yeah, what
They're-
behind the
they're
scenes
done.
shit do you guys have cooking? I'm concerned.
Nothing.
Okay, so what happened was right before the ship rolled in at the end of our last play session, Jay let us have a little moment where Vale talked to Annie, just taking them to the side to have a little chit chat, and Vale.
First, I feel like we need some background on this. Rose texts me and is like, "So, like, how does Annie feel about like liches and necromancy. And, like, would he be offended if Vale talked to him about some like lich stuff? And I'm like, Rose, what the fuck?
So what Vale did was say, hey, I wrote this song and it feels different to me somehow, and I just want your take on it. So Vale played the song, and now for some reason, Annie can't forget. I wasn't going to go into detail about the other stuff.
You guys are doing scary shit over there.
But yeah. You remember the scene where I believe Adamus was like digging up a skull in that little thing we had just killed the bear?
Yeah.
Vale was playing a song, and I got a nat 20 on it. So I asked Jay about a thing.
Ooh.
And just to see some stuff. And then when I had Vale play the song for Annie to get Annie's thoughts on the song and like why it feels different, I also rolled a nat 20, and I have a +9,
Yep.
so I got a nat 20. 9.
And the
Oh,
thing
boy.
is, it wasn't just like a performance check, because I had to roll a wisdom saving throw
Oh, good.
against the song.
Normal.
And do you recall what I told you when you failed it?
Oh, you
told
failed?
me lots of course, against a nat 20? Yeah, obviously.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
And Vale did not say to Adamus, make me a lich. I'm going to be very clear on that.
Oh yeah, there
Vale was like, hey,
scholarly curiosity.
Yes. Vale said, hey, I am going to take care of Akveda. I don't care what I have to do to obtain power. As long as like people don't die, I'm not going to kill masses for this or anything. Because my whole thing is to make sure Akveda does not do what he's done to me to anyone else. So yeah, Vale was like, hey, I need more power. Can you help me? I need to take Akveda down. By the way, would you listen to this song? It's weird and I don't know why.
Song's got bad vibes.
Something like that. No, yeah, Annie he was just providing academic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was just helping a fellow student try to understand some types of magic that are not necessarily, you know, there's some like taboo associated with them, and he believes in ethical necromancy and wants to help other people understand that. It was all very above board. It was fine.
Mm-hmm. Except, of course, that you can't forget that song ever again.
There was a typo in the order of the letters in Vale's name, so it says Vile. What was that actually on purpose?
It's Vale's villain name.
Rip.
I am no longer Vale. I am Vile. From a 90s cartoon.
Well, they do play a violin.
Yeah, what's everybody's villain arc?
Well, I don't know.
Verity
Verity, what's
she
your
just
villain
goes
arc?
apeshit.
Yeah. Don't you want to go apeshit? It's gonna happen. Listen, I'm pulling everyone that way. You think I usually give characters like a nice breather and be like, okay, that's enough darkness for a bit. No.
It has been nothing but darkness for a while.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna make Verity crunch, it's gonna be with overwhelming force.
You're gonna put her in one of those hydraulic presses. My baby, how dare you?
Yeah, also, after that conversation, I was like, you know, an insight check on that would have been nice. And Jay's like, oh yeah, you should be constantly insight checking this party. Like, all the time. Why aren't you?
Animus has nothing to hide.
So what's going on with the rest of the party where Jay says I should be constantly insight checking everybody?
It's just a good rule of thumb.
I am a professional artist. I know how to draw hands.
Hands are hard, man.
They are. What the fuck?
Yeah, hey, nature, why the fuck are hands?
Good damn question. Also, I'm already like more than halfway through with all the boards I was gonna try and do tonight to finish up this scene, so we might actually finish what I wanted to get done this stream.
Wow.
Incredible. Vale's looking cool. Vale is doing a swoosh, swoosh, swoosh.
He's doing a whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
They're doing
A
a what?
whoosh.
What?
It's
Oh, whoosh,
rapier
whoosh.
time. Or is
No,
that
sorry,
magic?
I think I missed that again. I need like a clean audio of that. Can you
A
do
whoosh,
that?
whoosh,
Just, like,
whoosh.
yeah, one more time.
A whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
That's
you
gonna
for
be in the video, right?
indulging.
Yeah, of course.
I will admit, I almost took gift of gab for that conversation, Zoe. But I'm like, Vale wouldn't do that. Vale would just let it be and not think of that. So I'm gonna let it lie because that's not this character.
What's Gift of Gab? I've heard of it, but what does it do?
Gift of Gab is a spell where you can take back what you just said, and whatever the wording you whatever the wording parts of the spell replaces the part that you're erasing from the
Basically,
person's
it's
memory.
it's like when you start a conversation in an RPG and you choose the wrong dialogue option, so you reload the quick save to choose the correct dialogue
Yeah.
option.
Yeah.
It's that.
But you
It's
remember.
the spell version of that.
Cheeky.
You guys remember when we were taunting everybody with trying to make it seem like Vale was a warlock instead of? That was fun.
Interesting.
Yeah, this dude
Interesting.
gave me
Eldritch
it's not
Blast.
Witch Bolt, Eldritch Blast. He gave me Eldritch Blast as a cantrip.
Yeah.
That's
to
what you're
make
using in
everybody
this
was a
picture.
warlock.
That's the whoosha whoosha whoosha.
That's a whoosh whoosh whoosh.
Vale is barred.
You sure?
If I had a nickel for every like warlock adjacent thing going on,
Uh-huh.
I'd only have a couple nickels. But it's weird that it happened.
It happens
at
so
least
much.
twice.
Yeah, Vale never agreed to anything. They were under, I believe it's a Gaius spell? Gaius?
It's a very modified version of that spell that I use, yes.
Oh, I've used that before in my D&D game.
Yeah.
And then
You
it
could
was
use the
immediately
spell.
overwritten because the person I was casting it on was a monk who has an ability that lets
Still
them just
mind or something like that.
yeah. And I was like, damn it. But at the same time, this is going to be cooler, though, because we finally got this intrigue. So there was an arc of the D&D campaign that I DM'd that was essentially Death Note, but Dungeons and Dragons. And it was, to this day, my favorite arc that I've done for that game. I had so much fun with that shit. Oh, it was so good. So the entire concept was the party found their way in this walled city that I called Havenloft because at the time I forgot that Ravenloft existed, but it's different. It's different. It's an
Different.
entirely different place.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not being sarcastic about that at all. I have played like a fully homebrewed campaign. Havenloft is like this Attack on Titan sort of like walled city. And the idea is that they're constantly under attack from monsters just because of their location, but the city stays standing because it's like this really important trade route through the mountains. And so it actually has like this bustling like trade economy, but it's right in the middle of these like this fucked up mountain range. It's super duper dangerous. And so there's a bunch of people there called the Wall Guard, and they're basically, it's very Attack on Titan-esque. Like they're in charge of like, whenever the city is under attack, the Wall Guard goes and deals with the problem while the walls keep the things out. And we're talking like really high walls, like 100-foot high walls, like keeping shit out. And the captain of this wall guard, her name was Elena. And she is to this day my favorite NPC I've ever made. I love her so much. She was the baddie of this arc, but the players didn't know this until the aforementioned Gios spell. Because I knew that if I made her hot, one of those motherfuckers would try to hit on her. And they did. And then we spent the entire arc having like kind of a romance, like leading up to our monk asking her out. And then they finally get to go on a date. And I've been like dropping hints this whole time and they're not catching any of them. And I'm just like, oh, this reveal is going to be so fucking tasty. And so then finally, Elena and the monk get a few minutes to themselves. Oh, I forgot to say what she's doing. So Elena was this character. She was, you know, like your standard paladin, did turn into a vengeance paladin because her parents were like, she lives in a city that's constantly attacked by monsters. Her parents got killed by a random burglar. And she was so pissed about that she basically went full light Yagami on the entire city without them knowing. She made a contract with a dark god of chaos that would give her the ability to summon wraiths, which would sneak into the prison and kill people who were imprisoned there, and then use their bodies and souls to make more wraiths. It was like a whole thing. But no one suspected that she was in charge of doing it, and that was the mystery that the party was trying to solve. It's like, these people in the prison keep dying for unknown reasons. Oh, it's wraiths. Why are there wraiths here? We don't know. What's the deal? This was like months of real life time of them like playing through this arc. And so eventually, like, this romance with Elena is actually going on, and our monk finally asks her out on a date. And they have their date, and everything goes great. And then at the end of the date, Elena takes the monk aside. They have like a private little conversation. And she says, hey, so listen, you and your friends being here and helping with the investigation, it's been really interesting. You've been like keeping me on my toes quite a bit. I do need you to leave town though. And then she casts Gios on him of just like, gather your friends, leave town. If they ask why, just say that you think you've done all you can do there. Do not mention me. Do not mention any of this. Give up. Go home. And that was her. And so that was the spell that she cast on him. And that was where we ended the session of everybody losing their shit that, holy crap, this guard captain that they've come to trust over like these months and months of game time was the person who had been fucking with them the entire time. She was the big bad. Because she was like not only vengeance paladin and warlock of this dark chaos god, she was also lightly possessed by the dark chaos god, and they eventually did have to have a big fight with her where she was like fully possessed and she almost killed all of them.
Just lightly possessed.
Lightly possessed.
Lightly.
They had to get the lords of the town involved, because one of them was a cleric, and the other one is a gold dragon in disguise, and they're fucking. My other favorite NPCs, Silas, the cleric with a stick up his ass, and Johan, his husband, who is basically like if a surfer dude was rich. And he's also a dragon, by the way. And they had to get them involved, and it was a whole thing, and now, like, those characters are still actively involved in the It was so much fun. It was so much fucking fun. But anyway, that's my long spiel about the Gios spell. Like I said, it ultimately didn't matter because the monk fucking ended the effects immediately, like the next thing they did at the start of the next session, because we left that cliffhanger settle for like 2 weeks. And then the first thing the monk did well was, I'm gonna use my monk ability to not be charmed anymore, and then I'm gonna go tell all my friends what the fuck just happened. Bye! It was a whole thing. Someone else talk for a few minutes.
So the thing is, you've talked about your silly wizard one-shot.
Yeah.
Now I'm, like, afraid.
Do you think that I'm gonna pull some shit in the Silly Wizard one-shot along the lines of my What If Death Note were Dungeons and Dragons?
But like now I know what you're capable of, and it's scary.
I'm not capable of anything nearly as bad as Jay has done. Also, Sky the Game Dev, thank you for joining the memberships. I appreciate it. Thank you.
But Zoe, you've read Cast Off.
Yeah, you know what I'm capable of.
Oh god, that's true. And I've heard some of the secret spoilers of future events.
Yeah, Zoe knows some secret spoilers. I told Zoe some shit. Zoe, on a scale of 1 to 10, how scared do you think people should be for the next few chapters?
Scared?
Worried, maybe, is a better word.
Oh. Yeah.
How worried should people be?
9.5?
Out of 10?
Out of 10, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have fun, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait. I'm gonna fuck it up too.
Zoe knows the secret pizza recipe. She do!
I do. It's pineapple. I don't want to tell you this.
Oh shit. Secret is out. Does
Beautiful,
Nico and
Zoe.
Sage make pineapple pizza gay? Wait, no, that would have been perfect. Does Nico Sage is gay? That's like the original copy pasta. God damn it! Everyone thinks they are. So many people ship them. And I have to be like, I mean, you guys can ship it if you want, but don't be disappointed when it's not canon. Because Sage is Arrow Ace and Nico is still very much extremely depressed after the death of the love of his life. They're not gonna jump right back into a romance right now. No. God, no. Would you? Anyway. This guy got shot. That's what's happening right here.
I remember that fight. It was fun.
Yup. This was the fight where Jay was like, yeah, a bunch of civilians get shot down with arrow fire and they're all dead. And then when it was my turn, I was like, hey, Jay, are they actually dead or are they rolling death saves? And he kind of pauses for a second. He's like, technically they'd be rolling death saves. And I was like, can I use lay on hands on all of them in turn?
I usually just kill the NPCs that drop to 0 because I don't want to keep track of that many bodies. But then I remembered I had someone with a hero complex in my hand, and I was like, well, fuck. So...
You are going to let me heal these random civilians.
Although then
Because
it
she
did
has
give me
to
another
save
vector
them.
for things to torture you with, so...
Yeah. I'm gonna just draw some like random punk over here who got like fucking sniped. I'm a good artist. Anyway.
I'm gonna
There
go
was
refill
several.
my water, and I will be right back. And y'all better not talk about me while I'm gone.
Your Stanley Cup?
No, it's a different cup. It's a.
You
I
have
have
a-
lots of cups. I have
Oh
lots
my
of
God.
cups.
Zoe
Okay,
B
listen,
betrays
chat,
Stanley Cups?
Listen.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hydration is one of the most important things that you can do for your body. All right? All of you watching this, listening to this, even the other people on this stream, take a break, get a drink, hydrate. Your body needs it. Take care of yourself. I will be right back.
This stream has been sponsored by Stanley Cup.
No!
Cup. Oh my god.
We were all making fun of Zoe for having a Stanley Cup the other day. In our defense, it is very funny.
Fair.
Anyway, there's Vale being cool. What frame should I do next? I have a couple frames that are like boring. Here. I'll draw the squad. The full squad. I'm just jumping around so much. It's like the most ADHD form of storytelling ever. Or storyboarding.
Well, it doesn't matter what order you draw them in, just as long as they go
No,
into the video in the proper order.
It does, and I'm just laughing.
It's Doodle. Sorry, I'm looking at chat. I'm seeing a bunch of people that I enjoy seeing, but Doodle just made a really cool animation about Emery.
Oh my god, yeah, no. So like, I was trying. Okay. I am so chill and normal, I promise. I know I only responded to that with a GIF. That got posted in the middle of my Saturday D&D session that I was DMing. And we had like just started. And I was like, yeah, okay. And so you guys are down in the sewers. What would you like to do? And I like trailed off because I noticed that something got posted in the What's Left of Us chat. And while they were kind of talking shop about their plans for getting down into the sewer, I saw that 3.5-minute video with my character as the main focus got posted in the What's Left of Us chat on my Discord, and I was like,
Oh, are we talking about the video?
yes!
It's so good.
Yes! I was talking about how I saw it in the middle of D&D, and then I told all my friends why I got quiet and alarmed for a second, and I'm like, guys, someone just posted a video, and it looks like it's about my character's backstory, and I really want to watch it, but we're in the middle of D&D, and they made me screen share that so that we could all watch it together. And I was freaking out, I'm like, oh my god, it was that fight. Oh my god, it was this thing. I'm like, here's the thing, you guys. This is mostly to chat. I am not good at expressing myself with words, and I like kind of lose track of like, there's only so many times you can keyboard smash, and then past a certain point, like, it just feels disingenuous. And I worry so hard about being disingenuous or being perceived as that I just, a lot of the time, do not respond to things, and I know that that's worse. But it's the anxiety you see. It's the fear you see. This is something that I have struggled with for a very long time. Just know that if you draw me cute fan art, or you, I don't know, make a 3.5-minute video long about my Dungeons and Dragons character, I am screaming externally.
You showed me that one, right, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's the one I'm remembering, it was very good.
Doodle also made that great Tim Tam one that I still lives in my head rent free. So if you are in Star's server, you can find it in the What's Left of Us page. If not, Doodle has like a private web page. I don't know if you can even post the link, Doodle. I'm so sorry. I don't.
And by server, I believe we're talking Discord.
Yeah.
No,
Doodle,
my
is it
Minecraft
okay
server.
if I post the link, you can, because I think I have the ability to. Have to wait for. Yeah, all good. Yeah, perfect. All right. Here it is, and it's good. I'm just posting it that often so it doesn't get lost in the chat, folks. You guys can do with it.
I mean, it still will. Jay, stop spamming. Stop spamming.
I have a wrench. I'm allowed to spam.
Oh, is that what it is?
I thought you were given a wrench because we thought it'd be funny if you bonked yourself on the head with it.
That too.
We know what's gonna happen.
I am
Banned for spamming.
I am going like, this is just a little treat for Star. A little treat for Star. I want to make people watching this also chew on their drywall because of the dramatic irony of, by this point, people will know that Vale is up to some shit with Verity. And so I'm going hard on leaning into like the Vale is very like, you know, reassuring touches on Verity's, like, you know, kind of like patting her on the back during this scene and just like all this stuff, just like being very close to her, always standing next to her, because I want people to be biting their fingernails the entire time they watch this video. I want to make people so fucking nervous.
Right. Because right now
you
it's
nervous.
there's no I don't believe by this point in the video the reason for it's been revealed, but Vale is doing weird stuff, right?
Yeah, this is like right
yeah.
after the scene in the graveyard.
Yeah, I think also this is because was this no, this was after the takeover, the first time I took over. So like everyone on the board knew that something was taking over Vale, but the characters sure the fuck didn't.
Nope.
And I just, oh man, it was such a good thing. I loved it.
He loves to torture us, chat. You heard it here first.
It was great.
I love your descriptions, like Vale rolling out of their sleeping bag, and there's like just they look really, really tired, like they didn't sleep at all. But there's like for some reason there's black sand in the sleeping bag.
So my favorite thing to do is to have a character describe something and then I yes and jump in and just embellish it just a little tiny bit with something really fucking creepy, because I fucking love doing that.
Well, yeah, look what you did with Vale's horns.
Yep.
I wanted to do something different that wasn't just my classic, like, just swish back with the horns. I'm like, well, we'll give them 2 points on their horn. A little different with the tiefling design. So Jason decided to give them a thing with their bones.
Mm-hmm. The time. This is what, 7 people now that I have to draw, and it's gonna be 8 once we get to Friend. Though Friend will be easy to draw because Friend wears a robe most of the time. So
it's
Friend I
pretty
can
much
just draw
a cloak
shape.
with a face.
Yeah.
It's a cloak with a face.
I don't like sand. Yeah, no kidding.
It's rough, of course, and it gets everywhere.
Anakin would not have survived the early parts of this campaign.
Although, gang, what I will say is Jay finally got most of his NPC voice lines to me over the past week.
Yes.
And I went and I edited them into the video, which means I have all the creepy Akveda stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I have the fucking heartbreaking Verity and Rodin interrogation scene that I'm so fucking excited about.
I busted out tears for that one.
Oh, I can believe it. We have the fucking reuniting scene at the end where I actually like forced myself to cry for the act.
We go hard, yo.
We go hard in this channel, yeah.
God, I'm so glad we have. I think the redone threats that I made with Aveda are just so good.
Legitimately fucking spooky. Wow. Guy the Game Dev, thank you for the $20 super chat. I appreciate it. My first time catching a stream as a new webcomic artist wasn't a reasonable upload rate schedule. I don't know what the proper terminology is, but I thought I'd have to do 15 pages bi-weekly. Absolutely not. Do not do that.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
Do not do that. So I always tell, the way that I describe it to people is you should, like, at some point during the process that you are developing your webcomic, you should take like a week and you should see what your maximum output is. Like, if you focus on the webcomic and you, like, really gung-ho... I'm not saying hurt yourself. That is not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying, like, you know, when you are at your maximum output that is not actively detrimental to you, your well-being, or your schedule, how many pages can you make in 1 week? Subtract 1 from that, that's your upload schedule. That is like a baseline. And so I could, if I wanted to, make 3 comic pages a week. If I didn't have a bunch of other stuff going on, if I didn't have like the YouTube channel, if I didn't have D&D all the time, if I didn't have a whole bunch of this stuff, I could very comfortably make 3 pages of Cast Off a week. So I post 2 pages a week. And I mean, right now it's on a pseudo hiatus because I'm trying to gear up for this year Kickstarter. It's going to happen ideally in the next couple of months. But yeah, and so like I can comfortably do 3 pages a week if I'm really focused. So I do 2. And also I work ahead And so I'm drawing pages well in advance of when they actually go public. Like, I was actually able to take a break this week and not work on the comic because I have so many pages in my backlog already. And it let me kind of like focus on other things for a couple of days. Because I needed to get the mail club stuff done for the month. I had some other stuff piling up in the background. But yeah. Do not burn yourself out. It also kind of depends on like how much effort you're putting into each page, right? Because like if you're like me and you're doing a fully colored, fully rendered like comic page for every single update, that's a lot, right? But if you're doing just like stick figure comics, you can probably have a higher output. It depends. It depends on what you are capable of without destroying your body and your schedule and your other commitments to other people and yourself and all that jazz, right?
Also, do not compare your speed to Stars. She is very fast.
Yeah, no, I remember when I came to you guys' house and I visited, you watched me sketch some cast-off pages. You were like flabbergasted, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah, I need to learn to be less picky with my own art and be happy with my line art, because I do like 3 or 4 redraws of the line art until they're perfect. The Star just like does a take on it and it's absolutely beautiful and ready to ship.
Well, that's because I've been doing this for like 15 years, Rose. I've been doing this for what? Like, Cast Off is 9 years old. And I had a comic before that too. Like, do not compare yourself to me unless you have the same amount of shit that I have.
That's what I'm saying.
You shouldn't be doing it anyway. This is the... Do you guys remember what this squad is called? The Bantba Squad. Barb, Finn, Annie, Naomi, Tony, Beyonce, Bantba.
Verityville.
We have our name.
Bantba.
No, it's got to be like one
You
of
forgot the
those
2 V's at the end.
Gaia online usernames. It's the Banfava.
Yep.
Now you gotta add an F.
And like an X on either side. Big X, little X.
Yeah.
Eventually another V.
Yeah.
I love how nervous Annie looks.
Well, yeah, because this is like
anxiety boy.
This is right after they had their little spat, and Verity ran at just left the room wordlessly.
This is right after he made her cry.
This is right after he made her cry, and she went storming out of the room.
Yeah,
and he was like, "What did I say?"
He meets her. They have a drink. He's like, "Oh my gosh, you're so cool. Can I study you?" And she's like, I don't know. Literally the next conversation they have, he makes her cry.
Yep.
Like, he's not, the thing is, he's not, it's not on purpose. He's just an awkward boy who doesn't know how to talk to girls.
Oh, we know. We've all seen how he acts around Shell. Yuck, 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 yuck.
No, almost like he's like frozen in place.
I will be right back. You guys can talk about that scene while I'm done. I'll be right back.
There's no way she doesn't know, right? She has to know he likes her.
Okay, so the thing is, she had part of a spell or a paper or something that was encoded, and the cipher to unencrypt this paper was based on a letter that he had sent her when he was applying for his position at the university. She loves him. He just doesn't know it.
Because he's clueless.
That's really cute. I thought it was based off of one of his academic papers.
I think that it was like part of the application to the university, but it's all wishy-washy. It was something that he wrote.
It's so cute, man. I really do hope Annie and Shell get a proper like happily ever after type deal, because they're so goddamn cute.
Ooh. Makes me anxious.
The anxiety noises, they're coming out. They're happening.
It just, you ever fall in love with a lich? Folks, tell me that this is relatable, all right? Relatable content here.
Hashtag relatable content.
like you have a teacher and you're like, whoa, this teacher's kind of cute, and then you graduate and you're like up here with them, and then you realize, oh shit, my teacher also has a crush on me. Also, oh fuck, they're a lich.
I don't know if I don't know if I've ever had that experience, Zoe.
No?
Nah, I don't think I have either.
I thought this was a universal experience.
Yeah, I mean, who among us hasn't fallen in love with their teacher who turned out to be a lich, actually? This is a common problem that teens have.
Yeah. He's not a teen, he's like 65 years old.
I thought he was in his 80s.
I thought that he was in his 80s. That was a mistake on my part. He's actually a little bit younger than that. He's like late teens for an elf. Like late teens, early 20s. He's like a grad student.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Baby.
he's like early 20s, like 23ish, but elf
23-ish equivalent, yeah. Just like how Verity and Rodin were dating when they were in their like late teens, early 20s equivalent, and then some shit happened.
It's so funny, like the ages of this group is like, because I didn't actually give Jay like an age for Vale. I was like, I don't know, late teens, early 20s. So they're like 20, I guess.
Yeah.
So we ended up having a bunch of youngins.
Yep. And Barbfin. Who know? How old do we think Barbfin is?
He
I think
really
Barbfin
could.
is ageless.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
could really be
true.
anywhere between like, I don't know, 17 and 34.
I don't think Barbfin is 17. Barbfin's
You
gotta
don't
be
know.
like, in my head, Barbfin is at least 25. But I could see him being older than that.
I feel
Yeah.
like he's one of those like weird uncles who's anywhere from like mid 30s to mid 40s who is just like
There.
always a bachelor, always has like the weirdest stories. You don't really know what they do for a job. They're just like they somehow have like all the skills but aren't very good at any of them.
See, the thing is, though, that is who I want to be. That's like my goal in life is like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna have kids of my own, but boy, howdy, do I want to make a splash at family reunions. Just be like, yeah, that's Aunt Star. She's like an artist. We're not sure exactly what she does. She's like a weird woman on the internet. Have I ever told you guys that I got my I got that from a YouTube comment, and it made me laugh so hard. I'm like, that's my official job title now. If I was actively applying for jobs, that's what I would put on my fucking resume, is strange woman on the internet. Because it has just like such Monty Python energy. Strange women on the internet telling stories to strangers about getting stabbed, getting hit by a car, and getting shot. Although that one's not my story, that's my dad's. My dad's been shot. You heard it here first, folks. I'm sure I've told that story. He's fine, by the way. They just popped the bullet out.
I remember thinking Barbfin was somewhere in his early 30s, but I thought Jay or Ron made a comment about him being much younger.
We'll ask Jay when he gets back.
I could be misremembering this. I don't have an Iron Trap memory.
I do feel like maybe we've talked about it at some point, because we've talked about the other characters' ages, because like I said, Verity is probably like 19, 20. And then Vale, like you said, is probably like early 20s. Naomi is like 17. Beyonce is like 3 days old. And then Annie is, like you said, he's like in his late teens, early 20s equivalent. And Tony, I think, is around the same age as the girls. Like, Tony's like a half elf, but she's like in her late teens, early 20s. There's a group of youngins, and if Barbfin's gotta be the oldest. Barbfin's just like our weird dad.
Yeah, I want to say Tony is around like mid-20s.
Yeah, maybe.
I could be wrong.
We've talked about this before. We need to ask Solari again for clarification. Because we had like a whole conversation about like what's the ratio for half-elves, because it's like different for elves.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is roughly human. Like, they might look like cutesy or have a young featured face a little longer, but as far as actual aging, I think it's equivalent to humans.
Yeah. What?
Put Star Family in bubble wrap.
Put this weird little family in bubble wrap. They're all babies. Sky the Game Dev, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Self-discipline how-to. Translation. A major block I have is lack of discipline. It's taken me several years to do 6 hours worth of work. How do you go about building that up for yourself? That's a damn good question. When I figure it out, I'll let you know. I mean, the thing for me is just, and the thing that I recommend other people do is when you're making a comic, you have to make something that is so self-indulgent. You have to make something that is so fun and so exciting for you that not working on it is worse than working on it. It's like, if you are not actively, constantly, extremely excited to be working on your webcomic project or like whatever it is you're doing, you need to stop, take a look back, and think, how can I make this more fun for me?
Mm.
And yeah, it is also just like a lot of practice. It's a skill you have to build up like anything else, right? Do you guys have any
thank you.
input?
No.
Oh, sorry, what was that, Jay?
Oh,
was
input
talking to
on
me.
building self-discipline.
Oh, I am not the one to talk to about that.
I think, honest answer, I think Star is completely right with like find something that you are passionate about. But also something that I found, especially as somebody with ADHD, is try to work with your brain instead of against it.
Mhm.
And so like when you find that you are feeling inspired, drop everything, chase that feeling. Like,
Yes.
Oh,
take
yeah.
advantage of those moments when you find them, but also like don't feel like you have to abide by the stupid fucking rules that society has put on you. Like,
Agreed.
who says that you have to wash every single dish in one sitting? Like, who says that you have to do that? You don't. Just wash some of them at some point and wash some of them later. You make the rules. You can do whatever you want. Just to use an example of like a different sort of thing. That's it. I think that's my advice.
Yeah, no, that is definitely another good point. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean heavy on Star's advice on the finding something you love, and if you're finding you're just falling out of love or just don't have the feels for the project you're working on, find a different project.
I mean, so my thing was, when I was first starting Cast Off, when I was first getting in my groove for it, I was not only working on Cast Off, I also this was also when I was in the depths of my cosplay hobby. That was like the years I started Cast Off were the years that I got the most cosplays done. Like the time span of like 2015 to 2017 when I left for Japan, that was like the year the group of years that I did the most cosplay. And because what I did was when I would have free time, I would either work on the webcomic or I would work on the cosplay stuff. And if the webcomic was frustrating me, I'd switch over to sewing. And if the sewing was frustrating to me, I'd switch over to the comic. So that way I was always kind of like on a rotation of stuff. And if I got frustrated with one thing, I continue making progress on something else, right?
I definitely agree with that one too. I have a hard time sticking with one medium for too long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Cornman.
Speaking of sticking to one
Jay, do you know
medium.
how old Barbfin is?
How old Barbfin is?
How old is Barbfin? We were talking about character ages while we were gone.
How could you put an age on a man from the sea?
But
Isn't
he's
that
not like...
literally what I said?
It is.
I literally said Barbfin is ageless.
It is, because we were talking about how like everybody in this party is a little bitty baby. Or a little bitty baby equivalent.
That's why they're making such bad decisions.
I don't know. I can't remember exactly what we did. And Ron can probably watch the VOD back and yell at me later, which he will not do because he's a sweetheart. But I believe when we were making it, he wanted Barbfin to be like approaching regular middle age for a humanoid. Just because like he wanted... Okay, the whole point about Barbfin is supposed to be a fucking loser.
But he's so
Isn't that
sweet
also what
though.
I said?
Yes! Yes!
He's like
just
the weird middle-aged uncle
Yes.
who is like sort of has skills but is not very good at any of them.
Uh-huh. It's like when we were talking about, hey, so you wanted to have a ship and then get mutinied. Yes, absolutely. That's very funny. Like you get your very first ship, you get mutinied immediately because of a decision that you made that was actually bad. Like the people had a reason to mutiny you. And then I was like, well, when did you like, obviously you don't want to, I guess, make it be like, I am young and inexperienced. So that's why you have to be like you have to be a different sort of age for this sort of thing to work. And he was like, I mean, wouldn't it be funny if he had to wait for so long to get his fucking first boat? And I was like, yeah, it would be. How old do you want him to be? I don't know, late 30s or something like that. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, we're being very vague. Maybe he doesn't even know.
How old's Tony?
Tony is young-ish, I think. She's in her early 20s for sure.
Told you.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we
Hey,
were
I
trying
didn't
to
say
say
I
like,
was right. I said I was probably close.
because like Verity's like a late teens, early 20s. Vale is also late teens, early 20s, approximately, probably closer to early 20s, early mid 20s. Naomi's 17. Annie is in their approximate equivalency of late teens, early 20s grad student age. And then just we were like, well, how old is Barbvin? Barbvin is not a teenager. We're just trying to figure it out. Because also, yeah, like Verity and Rodin were dating when they were both approximately like the tiefling and dwarf equivalent of kids in their teens. And then some shit happened and now he's in like the dwarf equivalent of what, like his 60s?
Yeah, later years of his life for sure.
Yeah. Man's got grandkids, and they call Verity grandmother, and it freaks her out.
Sly, what do you mean this stream is chaos?
Is this your first time? We've been at this for a while, gang. We get to play tomorrow! We get to play tomorrow! I'm
True.
so excited! We're gonna
There's a
fight
boat.
pirates, I guess.
There's a boat.
Yeah, there's a fucking boat.
Motherfucking boat.
Why are they attacking us? What the fuck?
That's a good question, Zoe. Do you want to?
Wait, why would Zoe know?
Wait, was it Annie's books? Did they come there because of Annie's books?
They found the books in the water.
They're like, hey, we're here to return them to you. By the way, check out our new cannon. Boom.
We heard from your notes that your parents have cool stuff.
I'm so glad that you find my academic discipline.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick.
funny.
You guys entertain my chat for a minute.
I just think it's funny that it's just how long we went on for like the parents turning the room into like exercise or whatever. I don't remember exactly what it was. And they're like,
that,
oh yeah, we kept a couple of your books, but we just kind of threw the rest in the ocean.
Exercise.
Exercise, something.
Hey, it's a form of exercise. I don't have to go into detail.
Oh my god, I forgot.
They live in a
Stars.
commune. They live in a commune. They do a lot
Yeah.
of drugs. Clothing is optional.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It's the sort of place it is. It's very au
Yeah.
naturel. Yeah.
yes.
Wonder why they would be attacked by pirates. Right.
I genuinely do not have any extra information on this. That is not.
No, I was pointing out because you asked me literally the same question before stream started.
I did. That is true. I thought
Mhm.
that it was odd
Uh-huh.
that pirates. So the thing is, this commune that we are at is full of elves, and it has been
Mhm.
made clear that Animus's parents are wizards. And also, we have a presumably pretty high level ranger with us as well, who was the mentor of one of our other player characters.
Naomi.
And so, like, why would these pirates attack this house full of all of these powerful people? Like, all of these people who can presumably defend themselves in a fight? That seems kind of silly. So there must be something that they want. There must be some sort of, like, ulterior motive. It's not just the DM saying, hey, here's a fight for fun.
Well, this might be a little bit of a stretch. Is it possible that since the ranger was waiting there for a couple days, I think, for Naomi, is it and they don't like how the family is treating her, is it possible that the ranger got in contact with them somehow and is planning to like get Naomi farther away from her family? Or they're there for revenge on Barbfin? Hey, I did come out with that saying, hey, this might be a bit of a stretch, but
I
what
think
about
it is.
this?
I think that's a bit of a stretch. Because, like, how would... If Forrest did do that, contacting
Also,
the
the ranger's
exact...
name is Forrest.
I forgot about that.
Contacting the exact crew of Barbfin's old ship, that's... I think that's personally a little bit contrived. QJ hastily rewriting his notes.
It is Jay, right? He's done stuff like that.
Hold on. That implies I write things like that into my notes anyway.
But here's the thing: how much of it is it convenience, or isn't it a bit of a stretch to think that Vernon and Wynn have the same grandmother? Even though their qualities when talking to said grandchild are very similar.
I mean, Vernon's grandmother has a name. So.
What is it?
It's Ganesh. You guys know that.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I knew she had one, but I just couldn't remember what it was. Give me a break.
I'm sorry,
don't
are you
my
expecting
grandma.
us to remember the name of someone from an episode like 2 years ago?
Yeah. Hey, Emery, what's your uncle's name?
I know that Ulrich.
There you go. 2 years ago.
I remember my own backstory characters. Now I don't know what my dad's name is.
I don't know Wynn's grandmother's name. All I know is she's grandmother. And I'm like 90% sure that they're blood related.
Hey Jay,
I'm gonna
what are
change
the
that to
names of
99.
all of Rodin's grandkids? I need the entire family tree written out for me, please.
Bloodline
So that if
and
we-
adopted.
Yeah, and I need to know all of their names so that if we ever run into any of them on the road, we'll know.
Sure. Rinky Dinky Dory, Daffy
No.
Dilly, Dommy,
No.
Dibby, Debbie,
No.
Fitty, 40, Fingy, Farvey,
Listen.
Zippy Zappy Zompy.
I hate this. I hate everything that is happening.
You asked for it.
Yeah, for real names, not whatever the fuck
I
this
am
is.
channeling the ghost of Tolkien.
Jay.
Now hush.
Yeah, I was gonna
Bilbo
say, Jay, you
Frodo.
missed an opportunity with the Ori Snorri feeling Keely sort of
Dewey
thing.
Louie, absolutely. Don't forget Rudolph. Yes. Thank you.
Tolkien, you hack!
But yeah, no, honestly, on this particular thing, good advice for up and coming DMs there. When you have something like the gift that Barbfin has given you, with this boat full of pirates who may or may not be just as competent as Barbfin is himself, just roving the coasts, causing problems, and you, for some reason, want to, I don't know, delay a plot point, you can just stick that anywhere. Don't write a part for that to come into. Just say, if they are ever near the coast and for whatever reason you want to delay things, have the pirates show up.
He is
Wait,
actively torturing me, I swear to God.
So the thing is, you have just indicated that the pirates are incompetent.
They could be. Who could say?
You could.
So the thing is, if they're
No.
incompetent, I'm pretty sure that a house full of magical elves and also a ranger could take care of them. We should just leave. We can just go.
just go?
leave.
Okay.
If
We
it
can just
sucks,
go.
hit the bricks.
Yeah,
Also,
are we just gonna bail on Annie's family?
Yeah, they can handle themselves. They're fine.
Another very good DM tip here is that imply the consequences will be dire even if they wouldn't normally be. So yeah, if you guys leave, man, those pirates suddenly got real competent. That's strange.
Well, listen, we were worried about the town of Red Larch being razed by gnolls immediately after we left, and we did just, if it sucks, hit the bricks that whole place. And it was still standing when we came back, so that's a good sign.
I guess nobody but Vale knew about that, huh?
About what?
Vale taking care of the gnolls?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm talking about Red Larch because we were like, we should stay and help them fight off all the gnoll camp.
That was Red Larch, wasn't it?
No, the thing where, like, Akveda and Vale went and took care of all those gnolls, that wasn't until way later. Unless we're thinking about different things.
No, I think it's the same thing. I could have swore that was Red Larch.
No, that wasn't until, like, several months later. That was when we were on the caravan. And we got attacked by gnolls that other time.
Yeah.
And, like, it's in the video script. I mentioned this.
Yeah. You were on the road.
Yeah, to be fair, a lot of the Knoll stuff kind of runs together.
Yeah.
Knolls are the same in my brain.
I mean,
I thought the
gonna-
things that we took care of together on the road was a couple of trolls.
Yeah.
And I
There's
thought
also some
right
trolls.
before we left Red Larch was when
And trolls rhyme with gnolls.
that happened with Vale took a walk with Akveda.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
that was until way later.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe not way later, but like a day or two later, you know?
No, that was several weeks later in game time.
No, because you guys
Trolls
haven't
and-
been several weeks in game time, really.
Well, it had been like a couple days at least.
And goals.
It was before you got to Tribor.
No, it
Yeah.
absolutely was not. It was after Tribor. I
Was
have
it
this
after
in my
Tribor?
notes, Mr. DM.
And foals.
I referenced my session notes. The caravan shit was well after Tribor.
Because I thought it was
And bowls. Because we've been eating at a lot of taverns.
God damn it. I thought it was not like Beyonce's camp, but like the bigger one next door.
And
I mean, there was a bigger
souls.
one, but it wasn't until way later.
Mm.
And that was the one that Vale destroyed. But that was like the night that we were with the caravan, and Vale did the thing where he like channeled Verity's old party members, and that was that was like right after Tribor, I think.
And
Singing
foals.
Willow's song.
Yeah, all that shit. And I know this because I just wrote 14,000 words about this campaign. I remember the order that shit happened in. What did Zoe say that was so funny? I missed
What?
it.
She
Why is
just
everybody
kept
saying
rhyming
LOL, keep
things
going,
with-
Joey?
She just kept rhyming things with gnolls in the background while we were
I
talking.
missed it! You were doing
was
it.
I
so
missed it. Do it
fucking
again.
cute.
There were knoll. No, it was just every so often I would just find a new word. So there were knolls and trolls and goals and bowls and souls and holes and foals. Get it? Because one of our characters is a horse. Foals.
Yeah, that's another thing. Naomi having a horse means that I have to draw a horse sometimes, and I hate
Horse.
that for me.
Hans.
Hans.
Listen, Scout is an important member of this party.
We left them in fucking the village. We left them in the city. We left them in Mirabar. That's what it is. Fucking building. I'm gonna draw this fucking building now. Oh, it's
We
there's
left them
dissolved to form a shittier building.
Yeah, we left the horse up with Rodin.
Yeah. Because we've been teleporting around, and you can't really bring a horse through a teleportation circle.
And I just don't think they appreciate having to clean up after a horse walkthrough.
No. Everybody
If you
say
like
fucking
want to go in
building.
that
Fucking building.
Thank you, Zoe.
fucking
Detail.
building, look at that.
Fucking building. Only the true fans know. Fucking building.
You
It
doing
was
what
funny
in that
because
building?
I
What?
uploaded the Verity introduction scene to YouTube, and I fixed the fucking building. Like, fucking building, as we remember it, is not in that video at all. I went and actually drew the building, but everybody responded, fucking building. And it made me giggle. It was like, yeah, you know, only OGs know about the fucking building.
Mhm.
When this video finally goes up, I want all the comments to make reference to fucking building. Fucking building.
makes sense.
I want so much. If you got okay, this video's not gonna be up for months, guys. This is probably I'm starting to think maybe this is a fall release. But anyway,
Probably it's a
Will it
big
be-
project.
Will it be up in time for us to do our spooky series in October? I'm dead set on doing that again this year. I really want to do some
I
spooky.
love it when you do that.
October, hopefully.
I love
I was
your
originally
spooky
hoping to
tapes.
have this out in like June or July. That's not gonna happen, I don't think, unless I get like a major fucking windfall in the next couple of days. But I mean, I can't remember if I mentioned this on while we were. I don't think we were streaming when I mentioned this. There is a section in. So I have the script broken up into different sections. Is as I'm editing the video, it's like each scene. It's broken up into important scenes, right? So the scene I've been working on for several weeks now. It's like 7 minutes long, all told. The scene before it was like, I think 5 or 6 minutes. The Verity scene was about 5 minutes total. We have a scene, like the scene in Tribor, the scene where like fucking everything happens, like just so much shit happens when we go to Tribor.
Good stuff.
20-minute scene. I finally got all the voice lines added in. 20 fucking minutes for one scene, and I'm just like, I'm gonna be drawing Tribor shit for weeks. Jesus.
Welcome to
How
Tribor.
many boards
You're not
even
allowed
are
to
there?
leave.
You're not allowed to leave. How many boards are there?
Try.
So many. You try and
Try.
count them, you can't. And then there's like a lot. I have to board a big fight scene at the end. Like the interrogation's gonna take a while because like there's a lot of like going back and forth. Although the interrogation scene will be nice because I can probably reuse a lot of the backgrounds. It's just like kind of the characters coming in and out of the same place. Also, we need to talk about the line that Jay recorded for me. Hang on,
Oh.
I'm opening Audacity right now.
I know
Ale?
what you're talking about. Yeah. No. There's
Explain this, Jay.
a bit. There is a bit where Star in the script is like, "Hey guys, if you feel like you want to insert any line here from any character, please go ahead. It'll be funny." And I decided I would be funny.
So I would like us all to listen. Well, oh my gosh, wait, you guys won't be able to hear it. You guys won't be able to hear it. I'll be able to hear it. Oh, you know, maybe if I switch the Discord screen share over to change windows to screens, maybe I can do this one, and then maybe you guys can hear my desktop sounds.
Oh.
But yeah, so I told Jay, it's like, if you have some just like underlying, it's gonna be layered in the background, so it won't be super easy to hear what you're saying because the focus is gonna be on the narration that's happening at the same time. But if you guys want to record some like little lines that I can just layer in there, you can do that. And so Jay did send me this for Beyonce, and it made me laugh stupid hard. Is my desktop audio on? Hang on. Unhide all. I don't know if my desktop, I don't even know how I'm gonna play this actually. I don't know how I'm going to play this because I don't have just desktop audio set up. Jay, just do the line.
I didn't write it down.
It was just like, I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
It's true. It was a Beyonce. It was when Beyonce was stuck in the interrogation chamber, and I figured she'd just fucking go off on this guy.
You're like, man, you're so obsessed with me. What the hell is going on? This is fucking.
Why is everybody so obsessed with me? I'm a bad bitch.
Actually, that was Mariah Carey, not Beyonce.
No.
Shit.
Anyway, it made me laugh stupid hard. But I want Naomi to do, well, I mean, she wants to do it too, but I want her to do it. Naomi to do it. Don't you know who I am? Type of rant.
You cut out there.
Yeah,
was
you got
that a don't
entirely
you know
cheap.
who my parents are? Don't you know who I am?
Don't you
sort
know
of thing?
who I am?
Yeah.
I want her to do that. And then if Barbfin, I want Barbfin to be like trying to just talk about his ship and just not be relevant at all.
Where am I? You know, it doesn't matter. You know what's great in this world? A ship. A good ship on the ocean. I'll tell you, one time I had this ship. It was my ship. The only ship. The handsome Jimmy it were.
Yep, that's what he sounds like. Okay, so we're not gonna finish this set of stuff, these set of boards tonight, but we will get very, very close to done, and then I might even finish after stream, or tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see.
Why did she sound very Russian right there? It's because Beyonce's accent is indescribable. I don't even know what I'm trying to do. I'm just...
Beyonce's voice is Beyonce's voice.
Yeah, I'm doing my best. I'm fighting for my life, please. Yeah.
Fucking building. Fucking Omnimart. Just like shitty abandoned building, and then when you open the doors, it's like a fantasy Costco in there. It's all fancy and whatever.
Excellent place for a rogue to get a 5-finger discount.
Yes. And she does. Yoink.
I think she gets several arm loads.
Yeah, and I just remember, like, right after that bit, Tony came out, like, carrying all this shit, was like, okay, everyone, I'll here to take this to your carriage. Don't make a scene, don't make a scene, don't make a scene. And I think Verity was just like, where'd you get all that? You bought it, ma'am! I'm gonna help you take this out to your carriage for you. Keep walking, don't make a scene, keep walking. It's very funny.
Tony's got some great bits.
Yep. I can't wait for the part 2 video when we just like go into all of Tony's fucking small business exploits. Wait, what's up, Zoe? Why you?
Tony's gotta be raking in the cash by now.
All those investments.
It's just so much anxious. So anxious all the time.
Zoe, we've dealt with this already. We dealt with this on the last session. We had our in-character moment of figuring all our shit out. Now the only thing we have anxiety about is being mauled by pirates. It'll be fine.
God, I was so loopy during that stream. I didn't want to cancel on everybody.
Were you not feeling well?
Oh no, I don't remember half of what went on during that game session.
Oh no.
Did I say stream? Yeah.
You did say stream. We do not stream this game.
No, during that that game session, I was so out of it. I was trying my best to take in what people were saying.
Oh boy.
That's why Vale seems a little out of character in it, I think. Or seemed.
I thought you were fine.
Oh, good.
No one's gonna say anything about what is happening right now.
The Omnimart door? Art crimes!
Art, no!
Points!
Normal!
That's worse than
that
anything.
Is...
Wait, did you just
Jay?
copy your own drawing? That's self-plagiarism.
Bomber guy!
H-Bomber guy, get her!
Self-plagiarism, actually.
You're hurting me right now. I know
sorry.
it's a bit, but this hurts.
What? Copy pasting art or giving beef for copy pasting art?
If you drew it, it is your artwork. You can use it as many goddamn times as you want.
Self-plagiarism.
Self-plagiarism.
Yeah, past star is gonna litigate against current star.
It's
for
true. This
plagiarism.
is a thing that will happen. Past and present me can totally afford a lawyer. I'm gonna do this thing where like the door open. This will be on screen for like 4 seconds total. No one's gonna notice that the windows are copy pasted. Except for you guys, because now you guys know to look for it.
Do you find that there is, this is a serious question, I'm sorry to save it for the end of stream, but I just thought of it. Do you find that there is less pressure in doing a video rather than the webcomic because it's like static panels as opposed to dynamic video? Or do you, I guess like which, from a like stressful perspective, which one is
I mean,
better?
neither of them are especially stressful because I'm just over here fucking having fun and vibing.
Oh. Wait, you
but
mean
the
your content is not like a constant source of anxiety for you?
No, it's fun.
Oh.
I do this because it's fun, Zoe.
Oh. I mean, yeah, same, obviously.
I mean, I guess there is a little. So they are the biggest difference, honestly, aside from like, you know, the amount of effort I'm putting into each panel, is that the video is going to go up all at once. The comic, it's like watching 15 seconds of a movie at a time. And there's like a week between each of your 15 seconds, right? And so there's like a different audience expectation. I'm very excited for this to be revealed like all at once. And it's just like a big special thing. And, but like the comic is an entirely different kettle of worms because like you have to like, because the thing about a webcomic is that because of the time between pages, there's almost like this inherent pressure to reveal things in the comic as soon as possible so that people don't get the wrong idea. I think a good example is like Sage and Nico, right? Because like people wanted to ship them so badly. We didn't know anything about their relationship, and there was part like it was just like people are already shipping them. Can you guys just like wait? Their relationship is not like that. But people like jumped on it because from the viewer's perspective, they had known these characters for months and months, even though they had only been on the page for like 10 pages. And so like when you're watching a movie or a super long Dungeons and Dragons themed video, you get it all at once, and there's not like that time between scenes to like go super in depth and like think about it super duper hard because all the information is given to you within an hour or so. And so I feel like the expectations are different, and I feel like the reactions to the audience from the audience are going to be different. But I wouldn't say that one necessarily stresses me out more than the other, because they are both fun. If they were not fun, I would not be doing this. I would have found another career path. I like drawing. What's up?
Yes, Okramity. I am good. I'm just in the middle of the most stressful part of video production.
Did you finish your script, by the way?
No.
Aw, Zoe.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Fine.
I will be finishing it tomorrow.
Will you?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
shit, we have a game tomorrow.
That's the good thing about D&D combat. Is that there's a lot of time in between turns, so I can definitely get some writing done during play. It'll be fine.
It's definitely...
I actually don't have that much to do. Like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah. It's definitely not like Blaze in the Dark or any other fucking better designed TTRPGs where the combat is interesting and adaptable and engaging. No, in D&D we gotta work with what we got.
Yeah, but if you've got like a good DM, you can be like, hey, can I hold my turn for this person to do this? And we want to try and tag team this move to do a thing. But that's less D&D and more having a cool DM that lets you fastball special things.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok once of someone talking about how they just don't have initiative at their table. And they just like kind of... So when my friends and I played... Oh gosh, what's the name of the game? Monster of the Week. Monster of the Week, you don't roll initiative. Monster of the Week, it's just you take turns.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep. You basically just kind of decide amongst each other, right? Be like
who
hey,
goes
who wants... Like, yeah, exactly. Like, hey, who wants to go first here in this particular situation? Like, does it make sense in the story that this person goes first? Then yeah, go for it. And if you have any contention, you roll off for it. That's it. Like... Simple, easy.
I mean, so the thing is, like, we could do that in D&D.
We could.
But I think also the thing about D&D is it's so much more tactical.
Yes.
And, like, the resources are more limited.
Yeah, because it's crunchy. Yeah. It is a crunchy system.
It's a very crunchy system, yeah. To be fair, Cyberpunk also works the same way, Cyberpunk Red. And I love Cyberpunk Red, but it has the same problem. Like, combat can get a little... Especially when combat is sort of the point of the system, you know? Like... It can get a little crunch. You can get a little, and there's no problem with that. It's just you got to be aware. Like DMs don't penalize your players for you know, focusing on something else for while their turn isn't up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna take a lot of time. Someone's turn can take a whole 10 minutes on its own, right?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
That's,
if you've got like a fighter that's doing
Wizard.
accent surge and they multi-class into extra things.
I don't
Holy
know.
hell.
Yeah, I think multi-classing makes things complicated. I think spellcasters are inherently like, oh, which of my 10,000 spells am I going to use right now? Oh, and they all have
Yep.
different rules, so they have different distances and damage, and I apologize for always playing a spellcaster.
See, when I play Emery, I just hit shit with my sword. And Verity too, I suppose. Although Verity's thing is just like, I will get as up close and as possible, so that I will like. I just realized, you guys are gonna laugh that I just realized this, but Verity is like my first time playing a tank. Because like she really is a tank. Like that's her whole thing. She has a super high AC. She barely ever gets hit.
Got that
And
lovely paladin aura.
Yep, that paladin aura that like adds a +4 to all her saving throws and the saving throws of everybody else in the space around her. She's a tanky girl. Her AC is 21.
Holy shit.
She's hard to
Jesus
hit.
Christ.
She got a shield. She's got like that big, and she's immune to crits too.
That's why dexterity saving throws are my friend.
Oh.
Don't worry about trying to hit your players, DMs. If you want to hit a high AC player, find the stat they suck at.
It's also
and
really
make
hard to
them
hit your
roll it.
players when you're playing virtually,
Yes.
because they're not like right across the table from you where you can just like punch them in the face.
I mean, I'm a non-violent DM in the first place, but if you need to spank your players, then
Huh?
you know,
Me?
Biscuits?
there's corporeal punishment. Old school DMs. No, was that joke not land like I thought it would?
Correct.
Mm.
This is only going to make sense to the people at the table, but that is very like Brent coded right there.
Ah, no! I'm gonna destroy that. It's fine. It's fine. I am peaceful.
Brent coded.
The fucking Brent.
Brent. That's just like a name that a guy can
Yes!
have.
It's very good to get mad at. Why, if you have a name like Brent, would you also choose to be an asshole? I don't understand.
Because your name is so easy to yell. If you have a name that's easy to yell, don't be an asshole because people will abuse it.
Right. Be like Jared and drop a bunch of subs instead, and then have
Don't
us-
encourage him! He's already done so much! Don't
It's very
encourage
easy
him!
to
I'm
yell
so
Jared's
afraid.
name. And so,
Well-
if Jared was an asshole, that would be dangerous.
You're
I'm
encouraging the behavior. I'm scared now.
I'm actually really surprised with a name like Jared. There isn't more like goblin-y behavior because it's very close to, I believe, Jareth, which is the Goblin King, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna draw some randos getting shot to end the stream.
Oh no,
Woo.
Random's getting shot. Why?
Random's getting shot. I was watching What's
Random's
Left of This while
fine.
I was sketching this, and so I made this one have the slicked back hair kind of like Vernon. Because it was his scene, and I was like, I need this character to look like somebody random. I'll make him look a little bit like Vernon. Just
Actually,
in the hair, though.
just because I have to play with your sentence a little bit, Vernon is the least randomly designed character I have ever talked to someone about and drew.
Jared!
Because
Jared! Sorry, hun.
Ron gave me like 3 different actors for specific parts of Vernon's face.
Yeah, I remember seeing
So
that.
so it was great like descriptors because I had like I knew exactly what Ron had for the character because he's like Peter Lorre's eyes and this other dude's hair and it's like I know exactly what you mean. Thank you for that description.
Yes, Jared, thank you for the gifted membership. Jay, stop encouraging it. Stop encouraging. I don't know what to do. I don't know what
Just
to do when
say-
people are this nice to me. We talked about
Just
this
say
after
thank
stream the
you.
other day.
Just say thank you.
I know, but when somebody drops like literally $100 adding memberships to my stream, I'm just like, I don't know how to say thank you in a way that's gonna mean enough for that. I don't know how to say thank you in an equivalent way. And it's anxiety-inducing.
Does it have to be equivalent?
In my mind, it does, or it should be.
Then maybe I think that's something that I don't think that that's a universal truth.
Obviously,
I
it
did not take
is.
the bait. Yes. See, the problem is that Jared is also a player of mine now, and so now I know the things I have to do to bait Jared to do something.
Yeah, Jared got analyzed.
Skill issue. Oh.
See, Cramity's on your side.
I have genuine problems with being genuine sometimes. And I worry that I'm not, like, thankful enough for shit sometimes. And it makes me feel really bad. Like, I'm being 100% serious. This is a problem that I know about myself and I'm trying to get over, but I don't know how. And it's just like, and it makes me feel guilty because it's just like, words. I'm not good at words.
I definitely get the feel, Star. You're not alone.
When people are so nice to me, I don't know how to respond.
Accept it and demand more.
No, Zoe!
I would be more empathetic if every time I said the same thing, you weren't like, get loved, scrub. And exactly. So, get cherished, loser.
But it's like, how do I get cherished? How do
I don't know. It's the same problem when you yell at everybody to tell me I'm good.
See, I have no problem accepting praise and gifts, and I will
roll
take all
back
of
the
that.
VOD.
No.
Why roll
This
back? We can
fucking
just start a new
stream.
round of telling her how great she is right
No.
here. No?
Oh.
Get you on Friday. See, that's Jared. That's a threat. And you forget that the Saturday after that, this Friday, you'll be in Barovia. And you're out of Death House. Which means I can drop Strahd on you literally whenever I want. So
Put Strahd in Death House?
Put Strahd in Death House. You think Strahd can't fit in Death House because Death House is so early in module? No! Put
Death House, perfect shape for Strahd.
Yes, put Strahd in Death House.
Put Strahd in Death House. A disclaimer: I know nothing about Curse of Strahd except that there's a guy named Strahd in it. He's a bitch.
Yeah, well, one day. I've run Strahd so many times I could run it in my sleep. I will absolutely run it for you guys someday.
Yay.
And then you will be host to my sexiest villain.
I'll have to bring Zephyr out for that one. That'll be
Yes.
fun.
Oh my god, that would be so fun. Are you kidding me?
I need to play my beautiful blue sexy bastard. His energy is so different from me. It's fun.
That's right, Jared. I did take your leg.
Oh, I forgot about poor Raina's leg.
Oh, people say they like Zephyr. Yay! My beautiful blue bastard son. Zoe, have I shown you my beautiful blue bastard son?
No.
Would you like to?
Yes.
Okay, 1 second.
I love how defeated she is.
Where is he? Where is he? Look at this beautiful blue bastard.
Oh
His
my
name is
gosh.
Zephyr, he is blue. And he talks like this. He's very fabulous.
I adore him.
love,
I played him in a one-shot that Jay invited me to last minute. And he's just the character I bring out for one-shots these days because his storyline is that he's just like literally traveling around all the time. And so he could just bump into people whenever. He can just fucking show up and he does. is like, Zephyr Melodian, Wayward Prince of the Wandering Breeze, at your service. I know you probably heard of me. Don't worry about it too much. He's my beautiful blue bastard son.
You're making me miss Har.
Back to this guy getting shot.
I may have too many characters in my head.
No such thing. My brain is filled with little guys.
There's so many little guys in my brain.
If you want to draw Zephyr, you can draw Zephyr. This is a fan art channel for Star's server for a reason.
Are people saying they want to draw Zephyr? Yeah, you can do that.
That would make Star extremely happy. We love getting fan stuff. If it wasn't clear from when we fucking exploded with joy over Doolittle doing her beautiful animations.
Yes.
Good God. I will never get over that. I don't. Every single fan art. I don't care. I love it. All of it. Please, I love you all. Seriously, it's wonderful.
Yeah, genuinely, every single one we like share it in the group chat. Every time there's a new notification, it's like, ah!
And we like yell and we like point. It's like, guys, look, new guys just dropped. Wrathgirther's next. Ooh, yes.
Wrathgirther is very fun to draw.
I actually have like a mini Wrathgirther playlist in my head. It's only like 3 songs, so I'm not gonna like drop the Spotify playlist or anything. But
and like the first one is a song covered by Emery saying, "Oh, it's me, Wrathgirther. I'm so stupid." Ah,
no, although that. Okay, well now that I hear the rest of the idea, that would be funny though.
Right. You were worried I was gonna do a fucking Kermit cover for something, wouldn't you?
I am always worried that you're gonna do a fucking Kermit impression. You have made me this way. You've done this to me.
It's because my Kermit voice is second to none.
Pretender by AJR is the first song on there, by the way.
Oh, I see. You've only drawn Tim in terms of what's left of us characters. I mean, Tim's a good character to draw, especially when a bunch of her trauma is about to be coming up soon.
She is fine.
As long as she has that dog.
She's not gonna be for long.
Okay. All right. Do not fucking touch my dog.
Oh, your name is Sparks. Where'd you get that name from? That's such a good name.
If someone comes for my dog,
today's dinner,
I will end them. Is that clear?
Yes, miss. I'm so sorry.
Damn.
See, if you folks want to stop me from doing something, that's how you do it.
Don't worry, Zoid. Orn will interrogate that droid. I think I'm getting hungry. I think I'm starting to slur my words.
Discord, but you will have to hunt for it. It is difficult on purpose. But yes, the Discord members also get like a special Discord zone for themselves.
Yeah, we have the cool kid zone.
Sleeper Agent Zoe just woke up. Yeah, you mentioned that dog. She just, boy. And considering I have a major plot point about that dog eventually going away somewhere, she is going to murder me at some point.
Jay recently started up a new game. We've only done like I think 1 episode so far. Not episode like anywhere, but we've done 1 game. Is much better wording. Where we met a little I think he was an auto gnome, and like we got to name him, and no one could think of a name for him. So he's like, if you don't mind, I have a name that's like super old, and I'd be so honored to take this name. Can I please take the name?
Leavely! Leavely, we are streaming. Don't say anything objectionable.
Okay, I won't. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Leavely.
Everybody say hi to Leavely.
Hello.
It's me. This
Leavely.
time I'm not here right when you're logging off. What's up?
Leavely, would you like to introduce yourself to the chat? Say what you do.
Hi, chat. I'm Leavely. I'm Star's friend from school, and I draw comics.
Yeah.
And
a lot of other stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but I'm referring specifically to the fact that you have a part in this continuity now.
Oh, yeah.
Dagger.
Oh, is that what you're drawing? I just showed up.
Well, we've been kind of talking. We've been bouncing around in the conversation between all our campaigns. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yes, I am in 2 D&D games that Star is also in,
Yes.
or DMs, which is a type of in.
Yes. Daggers are your friendly neighborhood sleeper agent.
You know, every friends group has one.
Every friend group has one.
Legally did me a huge solid and let me fuck with the entire party, and I love it.
Yeah. Wait. Does Vale count as a sleeper agent?
Vale's like if a
Yeah.
sleeper agent never went to sleep.
Yeah.
The sleeper agent knows about it, sees all the
They're an awake
horrors while they're
agent.
getting puppet, and then just
Yeah.
can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Sounds fun and normal.
Fun and normal, yeah. However, I think this is gonna go ahead and be end of stream because my more than anything else, my wrist hurts.
Rest that wrist.
Yeah, I've been drawing. So okay, guys, I just need to make it clear. All of the sketches I did today, plus a handful more, I did in like an hour before the stream. It's like all of the rough sketches that I worked on today, I did in like an hour of just busting them out. And then I had like a 30-minute break, and then I jumped on stream to finish them. So I've done a lot of drawing today. I am gonna go and not draw for the rest of the night.
Having known you in college, this makes complete sense.
Yup. That's just the vibe, gang. But yes, so thank you guys for joining us. We will be back next Wednesday, probably.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. But even sooner than that, we have the next session of our Danny Show What's Left of Us. It is pinned up at the top of the chat. And that's happening on Friday. I think this stream is actually going to redirect to it, so you guys can make sure to follow Jay's channel and turn on notifications for that stream, because it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, and nothing bad will happen, right?
Nothing bad will probably happen.
It's cute that you think that.
I have been promised some Tim Tam stuff.
Oh, have
I
you?
mean, yeah,
If that
if
does
that's what
not
you're going
happen,
for.
Tim
that doesn't
Tam
happen
in
at
the
the
forest.
I'm
Jay,
just
if you
saying,
hurt
the
my
only-
sister more than you already have, I will end you.
Your sister is probably safe.
What do you mean, probably? What do you mean, probably?
See, all you gotta do, folks, is add one qualifier. It drives me insane.
I'm gonna kill him.
wonderful.
I'm gonna
So
kill him
easy.
with a bat. Hit this man with a baseball bat. Anyway, that's all for us today. Thank you guys for joining me. We'll see you all on Friday, and then Wednesday, and also probably Monday. But until then, fare thee well, my friends. Goodbye.
Come on.